Everybody, welcome. We are in episode 6 of Factions of Fate. Please do like this video if you are able. Also, please subscribe. I just asked once at the beginning, so if you can hit that button, we'd appreciate it.
We also appreciate comments.
Yes, we do. Yeah, tell your friends too. And tell your friends to comment.
Yeah.
And like and subscribe. You got to just tell your friends to do it all.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
Even tell your enemies because we don't care.
that's true.
Speaking of Graham, we can see that Graham has had some technical difficulties. His normal input device failed on him completely. So he is using an iPad today. So we're going to see. It looks pretty good though. And it's a little bit of a tunnel on the sound, but we'll see if I can clean it up. If it sounds better, hopefully in post I can fix that. But otherwise it doesn't sound bad.
Yeah, we can hear you too. Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
All right. So we will be off next week. Right. So everybody knows that. So we try to do like 3 weeks on, 1 week off, and it's sort of working that way right now. We won't always promise we can do that, but so far we've been able to keep that. So are we ready to get this game started?
Let's do it.
All right. Just want to remind everybody that there's a link at the top of the description below that will jump you past the recap. If it's not what you wanted to, if you just watched this episode before and you wanted to skip the recap, you can do that. So there we go. Previously, our adventurers entered the malevolent Barrow Woods, attempting to find the cabin of Duvessa Shane. The Lord Protector assigned Eckankar the task of discrediting Duvessa before Eckankar went off to be an NPC. Actually, before the upcoming election of Tribor. With the outbreak of thieves in the town, the people of Tribor are blaming the Lord Protector, and Duvessa is seeking to take her place. The group discovered a machine in the woods with the symbols of Flander and other ruins. The machine seemed like it held something at the end of a long rod. Toying with the machine triggered it to hum with power, but all it did was attract shadow creatures, which could be an amazing XP farm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You also deciphered the ruins.
If we were doing milestones.
Yeah. Sorry about that. No, you also deciphered the ruins as saying, "The sun is invincible. All that comes before it is consumed."
Yes.
Hopefully that is.
Yeah. While continuing the search for the cabin, you came to a fork in the road and took the path most traveled. So Robert Frost would not be happy, but we're going to let it go. You saw footprints from humans, a demi-human, and a large inorganic creature.
Oh my.
Shieldfoot.
Yeah. Shieldfoot. Calling him Shieldfoot. The trail led to a cabin.
In the woods?
The woods. Yeah, which would be a fantastic title, except for, it's already a title.
Yep.
Beside the cabin was a magical light floating that seemed to contain a charged sphere of magic within, and also a statue of Kalimvor nearby. But the group found a boon inside, almost as if the ones searching had abandoned their effort before they could finish. You found a lore book of Kalimvor and the god of lies, Cyric. You found rods that could emit light that damaged undead, a small vial containing pure spell fire. I don't know what unpure spell fire looks like, but an unidentified decapitated body of a woman. Yeah. And an unsent letter from DS to your friend Finnis, who is thought to be in Silvermoon. The note outlined that the pure spellfire came from a cavern the author collapsed, and that they had crafted an esoteric device of some kind that was missing a living crystal. A little bit of hint there. Conveniently, the letter also pointed you to Zindra at the Tribal Arms, who knows where to find the living crystal.
Beloved Zindra.
Beloved Zindra, that's the good point. Emerging from the Barrowwoods, Theo was struck by some affliction that made him yearn to return to the Barrowwoods, something he might want to keep in mind. Mm-hmm. You all went to the Tribal Arms, where you found Zindra lost in thought. I should say all of you except for our NPC, Eckankar. Mm-hmm. Turns out that Zindra had a falling out with Duvessa over a month ago when the Kalimvor priestess rejected her abruptly. You hired her for the day and then led her to Hemo's school, which we also comically called the murder room, while Eckankar, the NPC, went to visit his wife, Jorlens. At the school, you showed the body you found to Zindra.
Very delicately.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
Though the body was difficult to identify, something about the hand revealed that this was the body of Duvessa Shane. Zindra was angry and confused since Juvessa had just been in town the last 2 days. But the group convinced Zindra that Juvessa that she had been seeing was some kind of duplicate. Angry and now looking for revenge, Zindra cried out, "That bitch is dead." And that's where we start. We're going to start right there. But we're gonna start in a slightly different location. We're going to start with Eckankar. Eckankar, the what was NPC last week, is back and raring to go. He has just left to visit his lovely wife, Jorlens, and is about to leave. As Eckankar stands in the doorway of his home, embracing his wife, Jorlens, their unborn child wrapped between their bodies, Jorlens smiles up at you. Eckankar, those Barrowwoods sound like a true terror. I know the town has told us to stay clear of those blighted woods, but does no one know the truth behind what foul creatures reside there?
Yes, there are creatures of shadow. I won't lie, if it wasn't for Joru, I don't know if I would have found my own way out, but he did. He came in handy.
I'll have to thank him myself when I see him next. Now,
Yes.
Don't.
It'll go right to his head.
so be safe, my love. But Hemo may need you more than I do right now. Go and find him and see and make sure he's safe.
Yes, no, I just wanted to check in, let you know I was home safe before anything else. But I believe they're off in town. I'll be back soon.
She gives you one more last embrace and kisses your cheek.
And kiss her cheek back.
Oh,
Be on my way out.
All right. You move down the busy, sunny streets of Tribor. Map a little bit. Kind of indication of where you're at. Coming down there. Look at that. All right. The rest of you can put your tokens over by the school, please. You move down the busy, sunny streets of Tribor. People and carts move about the wide lanes, giving you courteous smiles and head nods as you walk. Then, from the crowd, a man who is staring down as he walks looks up and locks eyes with you. This is Kenan Middawn, a cobbler you've known since you were both children. But instead of a smile, Kenan furrows his brows and looks down, slightly changing his path to avoid you. And you can understand why. Kenan's brother, Court, was once a soldier of Tribor and once, like you, was assigned to guard the shrine of Ilmater, north of Tribor. But unlike you, Court was one of those who fell that regrettable night when you left your post with the other guards, and most of you were slaughtered by Uthgard barbarians. Though you knew it was your friend Talos who tricked you into leaving the shrine, some of the town still blames you, including Kenan. He kind of looks up at you, he looks down, he kind of grumbles to himself and moves past you. Are you going to do anything?
I don't know. I think he, yeah, no, right in the face. No, I think I look down and I just kind of stiffen and stand a little taller and just keep walking. It's kind of used to this by now.
Looking far through the crowd, far to the distance to the east, you can see that your group, including a person that you didn't know, a woman elf, probably an archer of some sort, since she has a bow on her back. They have quickly walked toward Hemo's school. You catch them in far in the distance, so you're way down the road now. Okay. You see them going. Are you going to head to the school, or is there something else you would like to do?
No, if I see them heading to the school, I'll head right there. Just kind of walking through town, looking around. I know things have been weird recently, so I am keeping my eye out, but I'll just walk over there.
The rest of the town, for the most part, they seem like they give you polite smiles and they'll give you nods. They may even say, "Good afternoon, Eckankar. Good afternoon."
Yeah, I'll do all the pleasantries.
Do they call him Sir?
Sometimes they do, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Very nice.
Sir Dune. But it is late in the afternoon. The shadows are long, and as you wander toward the school, you get the sense that the light won't last for much longer. You circle up and walk up the path. You can see that the school doors are closed.
Mm-hmm.
What are you going to do?
I'll knock.
All right.
Do you hammer?
Yeah, I break your door open accidentally.
He accidentally clicked the strike
Again?
Oh God! I smited the door. I didn't mean to.
Unfortunately, we're on honor mode, and you don't get to reload this game.
All right, we all just turned red.
All right. As you do so, the people within, you can hear a knock at your door, and you just at that point you see Zindra inside. Zindra is with you, and she's just pronounced that she wants to go after this duplicate. When she suddenly hears the door knock, and her head snaps, and you can see that she is definitely feeling intense right now. The rest of you hear the door thud. What are you going to do?
Hemo says, Zindra, this is not the Duvessa you knew. Whoever it is very strong, and she will kill you. She might kill me if I tried, and trust me, you can't beat me.
We must work together.
Daughter of Corellin, you act like a human.
I'll look over
Settle yourself.
I'll look over the door.
Oh shit!
All right, you open the door.
A little
Yeah,
harsh,
fighting weights.
Joru. No offense. Speaking of humans, Eckankar, hello.
You open the door, and there stands Eckankar. And when you do, the Zindra looks up, and she fixates her eyes on Eckankar. And when she does, she just wrinkles her nose. She looks at him and thins his eyes. She just goes. She just gets really up. You can see there's the frustration from everything that previous happened, including just learning that the woman that she had some relationship with is most likely not around anymore. That's most likely her body. Now she sees Eckankar, and it just sort of piles on, and she says, "What are you doing here?" Now you don't know who this person is, Eckankar. You see a woman standing there. She is an elven woman. She has a koi for a hood over the top of her head, and she has long silvery gold hair that comes down. She is wearing sort of leathery armor, supple leather armor. It's easy to move, and has a bow over her shoulder. But she asks, "What are you doing here?"
Do I see the body on the ground?
You do. The body is laying there.
Okay, I'll walk up and be like,
There's no head though. Just so you're aware.
I do know that. I do know.
It's dead. It's a dead body.
It's very, very dead body.
Yes.
I'll walk up to her and be like, my name is Eckankar. We haven't met, but I can only assume you're Zindra, and I'm incredibly sorry for your loss. And he puts his hand out to shake her hand.
She swats her hand away, and she steps back, and she looks over at Flander. She looks over at you and says, "You travel with Eckankar? Eckankar the traitor?"
Eckankar is no traitor. Eckankar is a very valiant man. I have fought at his side. He's one of the heroes of Phandalin. He's a man of honor.
That man will sell your soul to demons.
You're
You know
wrong.
what he did, right?
He made a mistake.
He led his entire group of guards out of the Ilmater shrine to be slain. They were guarding some artifact or something. And someone stole it and killed everyone. Everyone but him.
And he has slain dragons and ice trolls at my side. He has more than made up for that.
That doesn't
He is not your enemy.
Give me a persuasion roll.
A persuasion roll.
Heck, are you defending yourself, or are you let this all happen?
I mean, I'm kind of looking at Flander right now as he's doing this. I'm kind of stun locked right now because I'm like, I don't know you, and you're really.
I'm having some trouble opening up my character sheet in here.
All right, wait a second here and go ahead and let's figure out your character sheet opening. All right. Well, so Nate, you're going to roll for him since he's on his iPad and we're having technical difficulties. So Nate, playing at the part of the bard right now, has
19 persuasion. Yeah.
of 19. All right. She hears what you say, and she get in a huff. She sort of looks at you and says, I have no idea what these heroic deeds you say, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this person. She kind of steps back and she says, she looks over at you, Eckankar, and she says, "What do you have to say for yourself? You're just standing there dumbfounded."
So Juru is just watching the play back and forth.
Did I won't defend myself. I made a mistake, and many people died, and I live with that. Flander's right. I'm trying to do better, but I don't know if those sins can be erased. But I did not lead those men to slaughter on purpose.
So you say. Give me a persuasion roll.
24.
That's a good long.
There we go.
She takes it in a deep breath and sighs out, and she says, "Well, I guess we'll see what we see. Are you going to help us then? We're going to kill Duvessa Shane, or whatever this Duvessa Shane duplicate is."
If it comes to that, we can do that. But I need to bring her in. She needs to atone for these. She needs to suffer for these crimes. We need to figure this out before we go and attack her.
What exactly crime are you alleging she committed?
Well,
murder.
For one, DS on the floor there
Theo just points.
is missing one head, thanks to the creature we know as Duvessa Shane.
The other one's doing just fine.
And you witnessed the murder.
I'm sorry. I thought we already all had this discussion of you.
I agree.
She was murdered.
She was murdered, but we don't know exactly who.
We can't prove that
throwing
she
around
did.
allegations, very serious allegations. If you do not have all your ducks in a row, you will be shot down.
Zindra goes and stands next to you with her arms askew, looking at the rest. You kind of take like shoulder to shoulder with you, like taking your side a little bit.
Looks over at Zindra. You need to take a longer view. Yes, you will get your vengeance, but it will be on elf time.
I'm afraid Jeru is right. We do have our suspicions about. We know she was murdered. We are very sure that it was the Duvessa Shane imposter. We can't prove that yet.
We're also
And Zindra, the best way you can avenge Duvessa Shane is stick with us.
We must investigate why, or who, and why she is being impostered.
We must bring this to your superior, Eckankar.
Yes.
She guides you, and you guide us. Therefore, this is new information that is vital for her to act upon.
So I wasn't here. Was she able to identify this body?
Yes.
With what certainty, over to Zindra, with what certainty are you that this is your lover?
She looks over at you and she says, "When I first went into the Barrow Woods, I was surrounded by shadow. They came after me. I was frightened beyond belief. Duvessa came and found me. I couldn't move. She had with her a staff of light that kept the shadows away. I panicked and I couldn't move. I had my eyes closed. She said, 'Don't look.' And she put her hand here. And I stared at that palm as she brought me through the woods. I stared at her palm for as long as I could walk, stumbling through the woods as she led me out back to her cabin. I know that palm. I stared at it. That is her palm. I seen it."
That is all I wish to know. Thank you. So we have a fairly reliable witness in Zindra. We must convince your superior of this new information and how she wants to proceed. If you start going rogue in your own town, you will quickly lose any support from your superiors.
I never implied we just go there willy-nilly. I just am saying she will atone for these crimes if we can prove them. But I agree with you, we should go and relay this information to the commander.
Was she there at the cabin, Zindra asked? Was this imposter there?
No, it was.
No, although we've seen her a couple of times. One of us has seen her outside of her little politician disguise.
Yes. When you were with her, there were these two men that were with her, and she had this mechanical horse and
really big guy, shoes the size of shields.
She had these
Perhaps
glowing blue orbs floating around her head. There were three of them. Is any of this? Do you remember any of this?
Zindra is confused, and she's like, "No, this is all so strange to me." And she looks down at the body again, and you can see it. She's kind of like trying to hold back her emotions a little bit. I've not seen her anything more than what I've always known her to be.
Okay. Are you willing to come with us to relay this information?
You're not on the bad side of Darathra Chandrel, are you?
The Lord Protector? No.
Theo begins wrapping the body back up.
All right. You wrap the body back up. Put a little bow on it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
That's going to be my next
floor
question.
again.
What are we going to do with it? We can't just leave it out in the open, even in the school.
I put it back in my bag holding.
Does the Lord Protector operate a morgue in this city?
I don't know. She thinks about that. Zindra says, I've never killed anyone in the city.
Well, that's good.
Fire on her shoulder.
That's a good start.
Why'd you pause so long between?
On many levels.
Everywhere.
Does Eckankar, are you able to use your powers to preserve this body at all? I just worry that until this is all sorted, it might make trouble to bury Duvessa Shane while Duvessa Shane still walks.
What is that? What is the spell?
Gentle repose.
Gentle repose? Yeah, I don't know. No, sorry, I don't have access to that right now.
You said there is a.
Perhaps Finnis would have known.
You say there is a church of Ilmater?
Yes, there is, but it's not in the town.
It's a
nearby.
shrine.
It's a shrine.
Yeah,
Oh, there's
shrine.
There's no priest there.
There's no
Shrine.
clerics in residence.
there's no churches. There are no churches in your town.
Surprisingly enough, here in Tribor, there's not really much of a religious presence here.
We tend to keep our own practices here. It's quite a diverse range of beliefs around here.
I don't have access to those kind of magics right now, but time is of the essence. I do believe we should go to Chandra right now.
Very well. Do we need to bring DS here?
Yes, we must all go.
Yes.
And bring the body, of course.
Oh, I think I have I think I have a hand cart in the forge somewhere.
Well, you have a bag of holding.
Yeah, it's in the bag of holding, right?
I already put it in there.
yes.
Looks like he's in the middle of stuffing the last little bit of it back in the bag of holding. No, I got
Probably
it.
the most discreet way to get it there. Yes.
Discreet,
you see the foot go in right the last second. You're like, oh, right.
I just picture you're shaking it.
Yeah, he's
present.
not being very delicate. He's a little rough today.
So bad.
How's Zindra taking all of that?
She's not looking. She has her back to it, and she's kind of has her hands on her hips in a I'm ready to strike kind of maneuver, kind of looking down, and she looks up at you and says, "So you want us to go just chit chat with the Lord Protector? Why don't we just go after this Zindra? Or why don't we just go after this Duvessa?"
That is what we are working on with Chandrel. This is the action. Zindra.
Yeah, here's another little problem: is that the current Duvessa also seems to have captured the hearts and minds of the people of Tribor. If we move against her, we move against the whole town.
Zindra says,
"We need to convince them otherwise."
Unfortunately, there are bigger things at work than just killing this who is ever impersonating Duvessa. We need to do this with some form of tact. He kind of looks at Giroux.
I, for one, don't want to operate a school in a... I worry for my students in a place where the electoral candidates get murdered in the streets. Never mind who's doing the murdering or why. It just doesn't seem like a great thing for Tribor.
Yes, you live among these humans. You must follow their legal trappings if you're going to live successfully among them.
Perhaps things are different in the Shadowfell. We don't tend not to murder people in the high forest either.
It is vastly different.
Define murder. Also define Ori, please.
Zindra says, "Well, then if you need to go to speak with the Lord Protector, let's go.
Yes.
Speak with the Lord Protector. We'll get her blessing, and then we'll go cut that bitch."
And then we kill.
A wood elf. Is she a wood elf?
She's a wood elf.
Yeah. Yeah. Looks over. Okay.
Got that wood elf energy.
The wood elves are very emotional.
Okay. What are you guys going to do? You going to head over to Lord Protector's tower, or are you going to go you can always go back to Tribal Arms, have some drinks.
She's still for hire right now, right? So we could go on a little adventure.
Will you have her for the day?
You go out the woods.
That's true. We do have her for the day.
And gold is less expensive.
Yeah, I think we
Should
should.
help us with our XP grind. We could go back and summon more shadow creatures.
Get her leveled
Let's
up.
let's go to the ogres too. As long as we got her.
Bring him beer.
Yeah.
We should go to the Lord Protector's tower.
Yeah.
No, but the next time we're out that way, I do want to bring beer in case we run into the ogres.
What if they're underage?
That's true.
How do you know if an ogre is underage?
You are all underage to me.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, we can't even drive.
All right.
And just go around handing out beers willy-nilly.
I mean, we could.
I think
This is a fantasy world. The rules are different.
I think now that we're sure that something is afoot and it's getting very close to the election, I don't think Hemo's going anywhere without his armor and his swords on.
Good move.
All right.
Put you
guys all outside the market square.
Normally he sort of walks around in sort of fancy, simple clothes, but
there's two
nice,
eggs.
simple clothes.
As you approach the market square, it looks a little less busy than you have remembered it. It's early in the evening, and you see that normally the market square is full of caravans coming at it around.
The spot for anybody looking at maybe anybody on mechanical horseback.
Give me a perception roll.
In the area.
Give me a perception roll.
All right, I'm looking.
I've launched my owl to sit atop the tower.
Sorry, that was mine. It says Flander on it, but it's mine. 13.
Wow. This is going to be confusing for people watching it if you don't. Yeah.
I can flip that around.
Okay. So you are looking at a perception of 13, looking around. You don't see anything, but like I said, you just notice it's a little more sparse. The market square is less sparse than you're used to noticing. Anybody going to do anything as they approach the Lord Protector's tower?
I guess I'm going to look for any signs of... when is the campaign?
Within a 10
The election's in a 10-day, yeah.
Within a 10 days. It's less than
So I guess I'm looking for any signs of campaigners out right now.
Yeah, because the guy I'm renting my farmed to, he's got like signs and stuff in his land. Are there a lot of signs around this area?
There is. You've noticed plastered along the bottom edge of the tower are all types of signs. Most of them in favor of Duvessa Shane. Talking about needing a change, wanting a change. Change is good.
She's got a lot better campaign team.
Make Triborg
more money, perhaps.
What we can do is go out at night and then just cross out Duvessa Shane and write in Cyric.
Okay, so
doesn't seem quite so honest, but
what are you guys going to do?
It'd be fun.
Traveling amongst the group here of people in the market square. You can see that the Happy Horse Ranch, it has people working there. The west, this area here, which is called the West Caravan Campground, has a number of horses that are there, and I'll put that up on the map here so you can see it. You can see that coming to the north of the market square is the North Caravan Campgrounds. I know that I'll also bring on there. You can see that over there. So that as you look around the area there, you can see, like I said, the individual horse camps seem to have horses in there, but the number of caravans here are much less. What are you guys going to do? You going to go up to the line to the tower? What's the plan?
Yeah, we're going in there.
Yeah.
All right.
We should probably go inside. Who knows if fake Duvessa has an eye on what we're doing.
Do you usually knock on doors with your hammer?
Not normally. It's just a Hemo thing.
Well, you're the one putting all those dents in the door.
Listen, I haven't been visiting you at all, but I have been breaking down your door.
I was blaming the younger students for that this whole time.
No, I just got really nervous about how long it's been since we've seen each other, and
I think
accidents happen.
They call it ding, smite, ditch.
I owe them some apologies, and you owe me
30,000
a bit of mahogany. But
charge them 30,000 gold pieces.
that hardly matters now.
All right, you walk up the steps of the tower. The soldiers are expecting you. The two soldiers at the door, and they as you approach, they say Eckankar, go out in, opens the door for you. Double door open. You got to walk
in.
You walk into the main area. Now the main area is more like a greeting chamber. It's surrounded by like little antechambers around the outside of the tower with little rooms in it. One of those rooms is a quick meeting room like that Chandrell uses. She's there. You see her. She has some papers open and she's looking over them. Well, her back is to you when you walk in, but she turns around when she sees you and she walks out into the main chamber. She says, "Mr. Dune, what news?"
So we have quite a bit, and it's everybody there with me.
Yes, everyone's there with you unless they want to stand outside.
I'm coming in.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yes, we have quite a bit of news, but if we could discuss this in a more private location.
Come into my office.
You have space in there for a body?
So you,
Mum's a word right now.
she kind of looks at you and then she looks past you like, sure.
Okay.
We found them like this.
She brings you into her office. There is a soldier just outside of her door. She closed the door, and in her office is what looks to be some kind of a table in the center. It has a few glasses on there of like wine, like she was talking, but not much else. There is also a desk there. The desk seems to be full of more of like office goods, papers, and transactions and things like scrolls. She looks at you and she says, "Okay, Mr. Dune, you have my curiosity when you're talking about bodies."
Now, we went to the Bowerwoods and we did find Duvessa Shane's home, and it seems there has been a murder. And he'll kind of look over at Theo.
A murder? Who? I have thieves everywhere, and now a murder. I don't know how this is helping my cause. Who was it?
The victim was Duvessa Shane.
She was probably
Did you
been
kill her, did you?
for many days.
No. We found her like that. It seemed that she'd been there for a few weeks.
Wait a minute.
Yes, that is the problem.
Wait, and you see Zindra. Zindra leans over your shoulder and she says, "Yeah, that bitch ain't who that bitch thinks she is, or says she is, or whatever." She walks around and she starts pacing back and forth behind you.
Zindra here was close with Duvessa and can.
He has verified that these remains are Duvessa Shane's. So the Duvessa Shane running for Lord Protector is not the real Duvessa Shane.
Zindra, when not trying to murder the fake Duvessa, can also help corroborate a change in Duvessa's behavior.
Okay.
I think this is probably when the real one was murdered and the fake one took over.
So you're trying to tell me, Chandrel says. So you're trying to tell me that.
Okay, I'll start to pull it out now.
You're trying to tell me that
Headless.
Duvessa is not Duvessa?
Yes,
this is Duvessa.
Yes, we believe the Duvessa that is now running against you is some sort of copy. I don't know how she is copying how she looks, but she it doesn't seem to be the real Duvessa.
You pull the body out. Where are you going to put the body?
On the floor.
On the floor?
Right on her desk.
Right on the table.
I thought about one of those tables, but
you leave the body on the floor.
I'm here.
You see that Chandrel walks over and looks down and says, "There's no head." What?
This one does not miss much.
We're unsure where the head is. This is how we found it.
That was probably.
We were
time
unsure.
is ticking away, and you bring me a headless body to show.
This is why we had a familiar person identify the body.
And you see Zindra over there looks over. She goes, "Oh, this is Duvessa's body, and I'm gonna kill that bitch." to Chandrel. Chandrel gives her kind of like that. She kind of gives the rest of you this look like, I don't know what you guys are doing, and I don't know why you brought Crazy Woman with you, but
Do you know where we might obtain access to the locate object spell?
Oh my gods, are we going to locate her head?
Yes, let's try to locate her head.
Oh my god.
It might be moving through town.
I know a bit about arcane magic, and I'm not clear on whether or not a human's head would be an object or a creature.
Hey,
Definitely not a creature.
It might be
Unless
part
it's
of
breathing.
the fake Duvessa's disguise.
Oh god.
Good point.
We don't know how.
But it should be an object if part of a disguise, yes?
New item built.
I suppose that is a greater question of are our bodies objects, or are they?
When they're dead, they are.
At this point, yes.
If they're dead, they are. I just put one into this bag of holding.
Nice.
Regardless, Chandrel, Lord Protector, she's quite angry because Duvessa was someone she was very close to. I can tell you, we found a note in Duvessa's home mentioning her. She seems to be reliable and would be able to identify the body.
Zindra looks over and goes, "I'm right here." She looks over at you like, and then she walks away. She's like, "Fucking Eckankar." He's just looking at. She's just like getting more and more upset. And Darathra Chandrel looks at you and she says, "I appreciate what you're saying. You're saying that this body you believe." And she looks over at Zindra, or is the same Duvessa Shane who just 2 nights ago or 3 nights ago now, standing up in front of the town and cheering and dancing with the group of our own people. You're saying that was her. But
they're saying that is not her.
Or not her. But I don't know what to do with that. I need something to search. You could be right, but I have no way of persuading the town with this.
Tell me, do you have correspondence with Duvessa? Recent correspondence?
No, I haven't spoken with her in a while.
Does she write?
No reason. She must have applied to be Lord Protector.
It's Tribor. She just came in and said she wanted to run, and that was it.
No paperwork.
It's Tribor. This isn't Silver.
So provincial.
You can get a horse for 2 weeks on a handshake. Do you think that she's filling things out in triplicate? She looks at you. She's like,
I don't need triplicate. I just need one.
I need you to find the solution to discredit her or find out. If you think that she is who she says she is she's some mimic or something.
Don't book in really.
What if we could find the last person to be in contact with the real Duvessa Shane? And
we have her in the room right now.
Zindra looks over. She goes,
"No,
I'm
not
right here."
After.
Oh God!
No, in correspondence, her letters to Finnis and Silvery Moon.
Yes, you said there was correspondence. You mentioned.
Yes, it seems like they were working together. At least the real one.
I see, but the letters.
If Finnis is still alive, and if Finnis is still, if Finnis is still there, then he can.
I might point out the letter does mention that it says right at the beginning, before we hope this reaches you before you depart, Silvery Moon. It's possible he may be on his way here.
How could?
And the note made no mention. This was the most recent note that she had written, and it made no mention of wanting any nod to running for the Lord Protector.
I will ask Giroux, is there a way of revealing an imposter magically?
Depending on what it is, yes. You can try and dispel magic. However, nothing is ever certain. If it's a high-level magic, it is quite difficult to dispel. I can certainly try, but that will instigate many things. That is not something that will be done on the sly.
What about her companions, the mechanical ones?
The ones we could have gotten information out in the woods, but chose to come back into town.
You're not going to let that go, are you?
I will not.
Well, either way, she doesn't. When fake Duvessa has shown up, she hasn't been with her mechanical companions whenever she's putting on her politician persona.
Yes. So you saw her atop this automaton and in far more military garb, correct?
Yes, and that was right before she came into town and stirred up that crowd.
Yes.
Have you ever seen her in this attire? He's talking to the town Lord Protector.
The Lord Protector looks over at you and says, I've never seen her armored in any way. She mostly wore fairly common garb. I know that she was a Kalimvor priestess. She had come here about a year ago. She was doing research or doing something with the Barrowwoods. She had asked me if there was a place that she could stay. I said there was a place. I knew there were some cabins, a few of them that existed on the edges of the Barrowwood. But I sent her to Erlam, who knew some of those properties, and she came into town from time to time. I say hello to her. She'd say hello back. That was That's what Durathra Chandrel tells you.
So, never mind.
We also found some details on why people might disappear in the Barrowwoods.
Durathra says, I appreciate this Barrowwoods thing and what's going on, but does that have anything to do with what I need you to do, which is
Perhaps.
Might, it seems that the reason she was in the Barrowwoods to begin with was to figure out about all of this, something to do with the spell plague. We found this machine that she was interested in.
the spell plague.
So Drew is just looking at you, eyes rolled so far back in his head, like, what are you doing?
Durathra looks at you and says, the spell plague. That's interesting. That's something that during the return of Mistra, the spell plague ended with the second sundering.
It's
Been a while now, long before I was here. So it's odd that you bring this up. And give me an insight roll, Eckankar.
Because latching out really hard with it. But this is where the insight is, right?
4.
All right. You think that she is definitely interested in solving the problem of Duvessa Shane, and wherever she's going with this, she probably most likely is very much trying to stay in office. What's the rest of you?
So you have an item that you are guarding, right? You must maintain command, correct?
She looks over at Lear. He gives Lear this kind of like this thinning eyes, knowing that Lear had been probing her a little bit.
I was just thinking about maybe doing it again.
She looks over at Lear with these thin eyes. She says, and if it happens again, Druid, I will have you spend your days waiting outside. You won't be welcome here again.
Just how much will that item falling into the wrong hands upset the balance in the area?
It has nothing to do with this.
Truly, why else would someone go to such lengths to gain your title of this Dirtwater town?
Hey. Theo, just
You are
my
a guest
hometown.
here.
Zindra looks over and she goes, I live in this town and I'm right here.
why don't we rename it to Silvery Sun then?
By the end of this campaign, Cinder's going to say, I'm right here to at least all of us.
So
And we'll all go, where did you come from?
Who are you?
Durathra Chandrel says whether that is the point that she's trying to get in office for or not, it matters nothing as long as we stop her.
You have tied our hands like the image on Eckankar's chest, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's how it, yeah.
And she says, there's information you need to know, and that's information you don't need to know. Eckankar, and she looks past you, Jaru. She says, Eckankar, I'm charging you with solving this problem. I appreciate that you've gathered this merry band, tights and all, this merry band, if they're here to help you, more to it. But you have your task. We need to find out a way of discrediting Duvessa Shane. If that's not the real Duvessa Shane, she looks down at the body and she says, we need a way to prove it. Not a headless body that's been aged by weeks.
Why is this so important?
Why is it?
This is a very small town. There's a very small place.
Yes.
Yes, and it is home to some of us. What do you
Elf
mean?
elf Their lives will be over before you can blink.
And the town will continue
Yes.
with their next generations and their next generations.
So what does it matter that one other person comes in? You've given us no reason to have such urgency.
She looks at you and she says, I don't need to give you reason, Shatter Kai. I'm telling Eckankar to get that his reason. Eckankar, your reason is that you are a member of the 12 and I've given you an assignment.
To discredit a political opponent.
Yes.
To uncover a conspiracy against the place I call my home. That's good enough for me.
And then Zindra says, and that bitch who killed my...
Yes!
That is a noble cause.
Okay.
But I don't understand, also, why it is so important to discredit your political opponent. Unless you think there's something...
Whether you are in charge or not matters little. You say so yourself.
Perhaps there is too much crime right now, and she would be able to help with that.
She looks down at a table and she just kind of does this big inhale, like she's getting frustrated with this conversation. And she looks...
Would you like me to leave this here or take it with?
She looks over at Eckankar and she says, Eckankar, you have your assignment. And she walks out of the room.
I think we are dismissed.
Your office.
Yes. She leaves us in her office.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anyone
Eck
else
is kind
here?
of...
Can I scan the bookshelves, see if there's anything on
He's investigating.
Property liens?
Yeah, I was like,
As we know, there is no paperwork in all of Tribor. There's nothing. You will find nothing. So
There's paper. What they have paper
I know.
is monetary transactions. That's important. Or big commerce and things like that.
Yeah. Eck is just like he's
Taxes.
looking down, and then he's not looking at Giroux, but he's just thinking about what Giroux said of like all of these people will be dead, and who gives a crap, and he's just thinking about his baby, and he's just kind of seething right now, and he turns and leaves as well.
All right, you see Eckankar leaves the room.
looks over at Lear. I do not know the lifespan of football, but for elves it is much different. We take a far different view than humans.
Some of us.
Some of
Here
us.
on the material, we pull together, Giroux.
You are still an elf. You still think like an elf.
I mostly just want to understand the logic.
But I've seen more than just elves.
You have not lived long enough. You're still...
Zindra leaning against the table, and she gets up. She goes, all right, can we stop bitching about elves and go kill somebody? Preferably whoever Shane or whatever she is.
The bitch.
About that, I was thinking, she's never appeared publicly with her companions. I think if we want to expose her and draw out the real imposter, the real person behind the fake Duvessa, maybe we go after those companions first. If she's forced to come out of hiding, then we can expose her for what she really is.
So you wish to go pick a fight?
Pick a fight with the real person behind the mask, so that she's forced to choose.
I'm not disagreeing.
You know?
I'm just clarifying.
Zindra stands up and says,
A smart fight. I say we strike with some thought here.
That would be a first.
So from the DM perspective, you have a couple of options you can pursue here. You can try to find Duvessa Shane somewhere and
Direct.
jump her, go after her direct, clock her in the back of the head, shake her for loose change. You can try to go and try to discredit her in some other way, find some other place where you can get it from. You can try to. You have that living crystal situation you have to go to. Those are the main three that are sort of hovering right now. There are some lingering other tasks that you can take on, such as you heard about Yarg, the bugbear, and some other things. So what do you guys?
I have
the
a question.
ogres were looking for someone to go after the tower. They said that a gnome and metal creatures had taken over that tower. So you have some options. I'm just kind of giving you. I'm just wanting you guys to make a decision now.
I have a question for Zindra, actually, because we're chatting.
What?
It says, my understanding that at the same time that Duvessa changed, that she also stopped her work towards figuring out what was going on with the shadows and the sunlight and all of that.
I don't know. I haven't seen her since then. I don't know what she's been up to. She dismissed me. She called me an insolent child.
But you do know that she was trying to get into caves to the west. You never once went and looked to see if she was still going that way?
No, she didn't want me to. She told me not to go there anymore. And the Barrowwoods are a dangerous place. She protected me when I was there. I wasn't going to go there without her protection.
I think we've actually set a record by coming out of there once.
Yeah.
Eckankar, give me a wisdom save.
Oh.
Eckankar.
So that is a 16.
Total of 16?
Yeah, because of my aura.
Oh, your aura gives you? All right.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. That's what I want to know. All right.
Yeah. All right. So he's just thinking, I believe that Duvessa Shane was working towards understanding the woods and working towards getting this device to work based on her letters. And I believe that the replacement does not want to update that. In fact, I think they might appreciate the fact that the woods are in their current state.
That may be
It might disrupt her to go finish this device. And it doesn't sound like it would take a lot of work. We have to go find the caves, and we have the rest of the equipment. We might be able to disrupt her by completing Duvessa Shane's work.
We know that metal creature's in there. That could draw it out if we start snooping around the thing it's searching for.
You said there was a site nearby where you encountered some trouble with people looking for something underground.
Yeah, some kind of...
Did you ever follow up on that?
I'm not sure we were able to remove the machines from the caves, but...
You said that, if you remember,
sent the guards.
Chandrell said that she had sent the guards to retrieve it. And
I
you could have asked her, except where she left.
Yeah.
I don't know that I've seen... They picked them up afterwards. We weren't able to get them out ourselves. I haven't seen where they store them, but they were very strange.
Those are the machines that were underneath the underground during
mechanical, magical.
Would Eck know where they store them?
Give me a history roll. How about that? See if you've been through there.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you think that
Did you store them yourself, Eckankar?
He's actually the one who put them there. They would be in a probably an external. The tower itself, the Lord Protector's Tower, has sort of like some external buildings immediately around it. Now, I know the map. This is just a symbol, as I said. It has some external buildings around it, sort of like secondary storehouses that are just right around here. Probably in one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're usually surrounded by guards, but you don't think that they're probably like heavily guarded. You know, it's in the center of town, and they just kind of keep the general public from wandering through too close to the tower. That's about all.
Yeah, and they probably want to ask if I wanted to look at it anyway.
You have a mandate from your superiors. This is part of the investigation. You can brush us.
Can you deputize Theo? Let him in and go take a look.
Did you get a
deputize
writ?
there?
Make sure you have a writ.
I pull out a tiny badge sticker and I write Theo on it. Just put it on his armor.
Hello, my name is
Little plastic stars.
Hi, my name is Theo DeLuin, and it just runs off the end of the sticker.
Just scribbles a line.
Yeah.
My handwriting's big, sorry.
Rude.
It could be worse. You could have your last name like Karagusian or something like that.
I should have.
Very close.
All right. What are you guys gonna do? So we're in the interest of time. Pick a choice of what you want to do.
We are nearby. Did you actually leave the room?
Yeah, no, I walked out. I didn't I'm not going home. I'm just like walking out because I.
You're looking for a sticker.
I'm looking for a sticker and a marker. Because I got this good feeling about Theo.
Heck, what do we do next?
So we walk out. You're like pacing.
Yeah.
I put the body back.
Zindra walks out when you walk out. She goes, "Oh, good, we're leaving."
Are you done sulking, Sir Eckankar?
He doesn't even respond to you. He looks at Hemo.
So we are ready to get to business then.
Doesn't respond to you. Looks at Hemo. I'm not dealing with you right now. Hemo, I heard you guys discussing those machines that you saw underground. That, at least for now, that could be a good place to start. But investigating that gnome with his machinery could also give us some results. Maybe that could be tomorrow's duty.
Well,
The sun is setting. It's getting to be dark outside now. You can hear some people chatting outside as you hear some music coming from various points. People are sort of setting up camps, things like that, from outside as the day is sort of closing out. What do you guys want to do? Are you going to do something tonight, or are you going to reconvene in the morning?
Well, speaking of those machines, are they stored here? Theo is a wizard with machinery, and perhaps you could take a look, and maybe if you could figure out what they were looking for, that would help us.
Yes, no, they're nearby. Actually, we could go there now.
I'm ready.
Why not? I didn't get to kick the heck out of them. I won't.
It's not until after we look at them.
I finished putting the body away.
Yeah.
I come up to Ek. I'm ready.
So, follow me. I'll bring them all there.
All right. All I need you to do is just give me a persuasion roll to talk to the guard.
Okay. 19.
All right. Talking to the guards, you kind of tell them about your business, and they don't have a problem with letting you into the chamber where they have moved the machine. You open the door, and you can see this room. Yeah, it doesn't just have this machine in it. It has some crates and some things like that. It's just sort of stacked in there on the side. It's big. It's as big as you remember it to be. It's several feet. It's really heavy. It seems to be made out of some type of metal, but flowing through it is sort of some kind of a liquid. You're guessing oil of some sort, possibly. And it's charged but definitely charged by magic. There's a shaft and a pole, and the pole seems to end where it kind of would be landing on the ground. If you recall from the adventure, from the pre-campaign adventure between Theo and Hemo, they found that in the chamber below. For those of you who didn't watch it, it was a machine they found with some spider or some humanoid-looking elemental creature. And
just go back and watch it. We'll wait.
Okay, ready? Okay, go.
I'm glad you're back. Welcome.
Welcome back.
That was good, wasn't it?
Wild adventure.
All right. So, what are you guys going to do? You see this machine there, Theo. What do you want to do about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking a look at it. I've definitely crafted my own bits of machinery and automatons. I've got skills in Arcana, in investigation.
Why don't you give me an Arcana
history
check first?
I will
Can
assist.
Hemo help by sort of explaining the area that we found it in and how it was being maybe used, like how we found it?
I don't know what it is, but it was really heavy to carry back. Let me tell you.
I was there with you, right?
Yeah. Oh,
All right,
I
Just
guess
didn't get a chance to look
you
very
already
closely at
knew.
it, but he's all right to do an advantage because he's assisting.
Sure, go ahead.
We'll assist with our kind
All right.
of investigation.
Oh, rolled two very good rolls. They're 26 and 28.
All right.
Wow.
So at 20. This is a machinery that effectively multiplies the use of a divination spell. So you cast a divination spell into it, and it amplifies it. Right.
Yes.
So it allows them to to it not only that, but it makes the spell last a lot longer. So you think it doubles the duration and has multiple times.
So metamagic, basically.
It basically adds metamagic feats to a spell. Unfortunately, it's very large, so you really can't just like run through a dungeon with it. But you can use it in place. And it takes a while though. So when you cast the spell, you have to cast the spell on it, and then at the end of the day, like you cast it in the morning, at the end of the day you get the results. So it takes it's effectively an 8-hour casting of a divination spell that
So it just like
multiplies the
covers
the amount, multiplies the range, and that's what it does. So
Got it. I'll relay that to everyone. They were clearly looking for something. Did you
Something magical.
So magical MRI.
yeah. Now
And,
so it depends on the
Magical
cast
resonance
for whatever they
imaging.
want.
Right. They could be. Maybe they were looking for a head.
And how close to town was this?
It was
This
right behind
was-
your school.
Yes, this was like a short walk out the woods to the east.
Okay, and we know Chandrell's got something down below the town.
Was there another set of holes to the west? You said you encountered other creatures.
Yes, what did you and Lear encounter? And where? More importantly, where?
Yes, outside of town in the woods. Unfortunately,
Different woods, though.
different woods, and unfortunately, the culprits were able to get away. And I will say, I fell, and Lear saved me.
Could you go back to that place again?
Yes, I
believe
could
so.
definitely.
So
Lear could
what-
lead us there.
Where is it from here? Where is it from the location behind Hemo's school?
It wasn't really near behind Hemo's school, if I
It's off
remember
back
correctly.
behind X house, no?
Yeah, it was behind my house.
It's if you look at the map of Tribor, and I'll kind of put it up a little bit. You can see that the actual place where that you had encountered would be directly west by, I will say, less than half a mile west of Six Window. It was in the woods. It was in the autumnal woods.
Yeah, so it was in the opposite direction.
Very good.
My Lity's woods.
There's a process that they might have been using to triangulate the location by testing in a few spots. This is what I think it may have been happening. If there is a hole in the ground over there as well, we might be able to confirm this theory.
Zindra asks,
When did we
"What
kill
does this have
Dingo?
to do with this? Anything? Why are we talking about this?"
Because someone
Elf
is here looking for something, and we're fairly certain that someone is the fake DS. FDS for short.
We follow the logic. Someone's looking for something in town. They locate that it is potentially in the middle of town. What's in the middle of town? The Lord Protector's tower. Then suddenly someone wants to become Lord Protector. This all sort of clicks together. We just must follow. We must be able to prove it to be able to discredit.
Yes. I would love to put plot points on a map. Start putting strings up. Actually,
That's
yes.
plenty of string back at the school.
I have a corkboard wall in my house. We can make that Operation Central.
Do you have a map of a relatively accurate map of Tribor?
You can
I
go
would
to
assume I do.
the, at the
Yes,
information center.
Yeah, I was good. Can we stop at the gift?
I feel like
Yes, we have an amazing gift shop. It'll be great.
I feel like one of the top cops would definitely have an accurate map.
I would think getting a reasonably accurate map, because the town doesn't change that often. The names might change, but the locations are relatively stable. I would think it would be not that difficult. Yeah. You could acquire a map.
So
I would love to plot those points out to see where. I would also love to plot the point of the Barrowwood and the Autumnal Wood, because one is to the north, one is to the south. Yes.
The Barrowwoods are far to the south of the town. The autumnal woods Guerin's Rest, which is the woods that you had passed coming into town when you first came in here. They are directly to the west of town.
West.
Yeah. So they're not exactly like between the town or anything like that. They just happen to be
Just looking for possible.
right. And yeah, and though it's cool that you're looking at it with human nature, although you're an elf, but human nature is that to sort of find patterns, right? And so when you look at the points on the map, and we'll say you can get access to a map, and there'll be one in the tower here, no problem. You can see that they are just on the east and west side of town, north of the tower, because that's what you're thinking about. North of the tower by
A little bit.
by some quarter mile or so. Kind of neat. And they're not exactly like perfect. And again, he's pointing on the map. He doesn't know where exactly.
Yeah, we don't have GPS.
Right. He's sort of.
Yeah.
You know where where
Satellite scan.
You know where Hemo's school is, but you don't know. He doesn't know exactly where in the woods he was. He's like, I was in this area. Like,
So Theo's looking at this and he's sort of...
Yes, no, we were chasing one of my students. I wasn't exactly measuring my steps on the way out there.
He's sort of looking in the southern part of the town. Ek, did you encounter any monsters to the south part over in this area?
nobody has really encountered anything there.
Okay.
No.
Okay. This isn't as much of a triangulation as I thought it might be.
I mean, if they
We
know
don't
it's
have
in the town somewhere, they wouldn't need 3 points to search from, right? They could just rule out a few.
They are expending severe resources, points at the machine, to divine something. They are looking for something, and they're looking for it in multiple locations. Flander and I ran across a blue goblin that also had some kind of divining device, looking for something underground. These things are tied together, at least those events, whether they're tied to someone killing a member of society and assuming their identity to get into the one place that only the Lord Protector can get to. I don't know whether that has anything to do with it or not.
All right. So
It may.
So you have a couple options. What do you guys think you want to do?
Theo just looks at Ek.
Do we think we want to go after the ogres, this gnome? What do the rest of you think?
I think this gnome is the best target we have right now, because Duvessa is hiding underneath this political campaign. It'd be a little bit touchy to just get her now.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that was like hollering in with the crowd, getting the crowd riled up?
That was a halfling.
The halfling?
Does that?
still-
The gnome has all the
her-
mechanical things.
Her below board companions, the metal creature and the gnome, who haven't, as far as I know, haven't shown up in her political action.
Not part of the
what is-
pack.
What is bothering me is that, despite all of these machinations, we still know very little about this artifact that is seemingly at the center of it all. I would like to be a bit more informed about why exactly everybody wants it so bad. What does it do?
I as
I'm
well.
not going to sit here and allow some shady, murderous creature to take over my new home here. So I'm not going to sit around and wait to know what exactly is going on.
When I first got here, you were curious as to what she had to say.
Well, that was before I knew that she was a
It was not who she said she
deceiving-
was.
Well, yeah,
Creature.
about that.
Yes,
JK.
Walt and I'm also interested in what Shendrel is hiding from us. This artifact or item beneath the city. It's at the center of this in some way. I do think we need to know what it is. Maybe if we are able to gather some more evidence.
We're definitely not going to find it out from her.
No, if not, if we gather more evidence, we can get in better graces with her. She might trust us a bit more with this information.
Maybe if we find the gnome and the rest of his machines, maybe we can complete his work and find out for ourselves.
Theo, can you tell who crafted? Can you tell the craftsmanship?
Can I tell the craftsmanship? Oh, machine?
The machine? Yeah, give me a investigation roll.
I shall assist.
Sure.
Boop. 23.
Dang.
What do you want to know about it?
I guess I'm personally just curious if it was. That's a good question. Does it look like it's matching any like elvish stuff that I've seen over the years? Does it look maybe like human in nature, human creation? Does it look like it maybe incorporates elements from like he's studied a bit of like demonic, celestial, and draconic stuff too, just in his years? Like, are there
Perhaps
any hints of
gnomish?
those sort of influences in it? Do you have another one that you wanted to?
Gnomish.
Gnomish? Yeah, that's fair. He's probably seen a few little gnomish things back.
Well, that was a good roll. So here's what I'm going to tell you. It might throw you, and I try not to derail you a bit, but you think that the source of the power of the what created this device is Fae.
Oh.
Which is somewhat familiar to us, right? Like we're all
We are
a
Fae.
bit Fae over here, aren't we? You say that. It honestly looks Fae.
Awfully blocky for Fae.
But look at this part right here.
You can see by the elegant
Power source.
Descriptions and stuff.
descriptions and the symbols.
Someone took their time to make this.
Actually, seemed like it was fairly rushed. to be
Someone
honest
who's
with you.
fairly rushed in making this.
Like they assembled it quickly and made it, but so it's not elegant, and they might not have wanted to advertise
Damn fair.
where it came from, but yeah, it is an element of Fae about it.
Best guess.
Yeah, it's good to know it anyway. More information is not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to bombard you with really odd, but since you asked that question, that is the answer.
Yeah, interesting.
That's good to know.
I mean, if it was gnomish work, it would be like, well, okay.
Man, you know.
Well, I was gonna say it could be no, but it actually isn't. So
Yeah, no, perfect.
At least to me, it seems like going to this gnome might be the most straightforward thing right now. I don't know what the rest of you guys think.
So be it.
there's a problem though. Where are you gonna go?
All right.
Back where we found those ogres.
Found the ogres, yes.
It seems he was looking for something near the Barrow Woods. If we find that thing, perhaps we could draw him out.
Draw who out?
The gnome, the one looking for the
Okay. I'm
whatever's
switch.
out there.
Sure. Okay. So yeah, tell me what you're gonna do. It's late at night now, so you gotta head out.
Turn to Zindra. You must have patience. I know it is difficult. You are closer to Eladrin than you are to, well, Shadrakai for sure. But you must have patience. If you go off all human-like, you will wind up dead.
Give me a
I resent that.
persuasion roll.
Persuasion?
Yeah. What did you get?
6.
All right. She looks at you and she goes, "Fair enough."
I might add, Zindra, that
So,
if
the
we do
death is
this
not on my
right,
hands.
What'd you say, Graham?
that if we do this right, we will not only kill this Devessa imposter, we will
FDS.
destroy her.
She nods and she says, "That's what I want to hear." So what's the plan? Tell me what we're doing.
We are going to look for more.
To the gnomes.
We are looking for more information. Because obviously
She says, "Tell me about these gnomes. What are we looking for? I'm a ranger of these woods. I've lived amongst this town for a long time."
Well, we're thinking this gnome is an artificer like Theo here. We think he's created some well, definitely some very large, two-legged creatures made out of metal. Their tracks lead. We crossed their tracks a few times in the Burrowwoods. Right, that was in the Burrowwoods proper, not just outside it, right?
Didn't they lead past the cabin?
No, they led to the cabin.
Okay.
Yeah, to the cabin.
So these things are involved in the demise of your beloved.
Well, then you should have said something. Let's go take care of her right now.
Are you aware?
She reaches for a fletching like I will
Are
kill her.
you aware?
Are you sure you can kill a steel creature with those arrows of yours?
Only one way to find out.
I do like her though.
It's not just she's a jerk.
Okay.
Do you know of a clan of ogres nearby?
Ogres.
It would have been in and around the Barrowwood.
Well,
They like to be drunk.
Several families of ogres that they're in the hillsides. So the long road that went from Tribor down to Waterdeep, for a long time they circumvented the Barrowwoods. They were far to the east. They went along the hillsides, and they had built a number of towers that were there. They were lookout towers all along the road.
The ogres did.
No, the town did. They had built a bunch of towers all on the road. There's maybe a dozen of them that lead between here and maybe 10, 15 miles south. They're there to look out the boar bandits, whatever. But honestly, the road got to be very dangerous that far west because of we didn't realize at the time, but that road had ran into some of the edges of the Uthgard barbarian burial grounds, and so they did not appreciate that. So they have they began raiding to stop the caravans. Eventually, we fought them, tried to push them back. It's just easier just to move the road. So it's been 20 years now, and the road's heads. We just moved the road a couple miles to the west and didn't have any problems. So all those towers have fallen into ruin. They don't use them anymore.
Well, the ogres that we spoke to are displaced from their home by someone.
Right. I mean, I know the ogres that exist out there, and the barbarians don't do anything with those ogres. They just let them.
Did you say that was a gnome with the mechanical things? So we must go to the ogres and talk to them and then find out where their house is.
They also mentioned King Yarg. Oh, that might be.
She looks down. She says, I've heard a whisper of this name. Some sort of hobgoblin that's far to the south. I don't know anything about more than that. I never.
Trying to reoccupy Cragmaw Castle, as I understand.
Cragmaw? She doesn't seem to know what that is.
It's a long story. I'll tell you about it on the road.
You are welcome to join us.
Of course, I'm going to join you.
She's still here.
Yeah, we're paying. She's still under our pay. We have her for the rest of the day. You know.
Well, as long as you're.
It ain't midnight yet.
Are you still working on a map, Hemo, of the area?
He already has a map. It's pretty simple to get.
Well, can you mark upon the map where in these hills you were going to lead, or you led the original, the OG Duvessa?
Wait, what do you mean? What are you looking for? What map?
So you're looking for a crystal cave or some such.
You're not going to find that by following the map. She laughs at you and she says, "There's no maps from that area up there. Those are just all wild hills."
Until you map them.
Well, I don't.
Do they change? Are they? Do
I
they
haven't mapped them. She looks at it. She says, so she slaps the page down on there, like all that. She takes the quill and she dabs a dot. And she's like, boom, somewhere around there. She throws it at you.
Thank you.
Looks like it's going to be an expensive adventure to get to those caves.
All right, so you have a bunch of stuff going on, and
Should we bring some beer? Get a couple. See if they have a
Get a couple flagons of ale. Yeah.
I think
Couple
we
of times.
should.
Yeah.
It seems like we have
I'll try to buy
an
one and then-
unknown enemy in these woods. It'd be nice to have
Yep.
someone.
Let's bring that with, and then let's go find some ogres.
Okay, so now it's evening. You have spent the late evening, early evening, I should say, at the tower, having discussions in the middle of the
Office.
hall of the office. There's a guard standing right next to you.
Well,
It's like, what the hell are these people talking about?
whenever I speak to the elves, I speak in Elvish.
You can say that starting now, but you haven't
Yeah.
up until this
Okay.
point.
Well, from now on, if I'm talking to the elves, it will be in Elvish.
Well, I mean,
I think Hemo's Elvish might even be a little rusty.
yeah.
Well,
It's
But
slightly
you'll have a
accented
thick
now.
accent. You'll be like, what now?
As a GM, it gets difficult to understand when you're talking Elvish and when you're not. So just still let me know. I'm assuming you're talking common unless you call it out, because it's going to be difficult for you to track. So anyway, let's not get into the woods here.
Are we going to the woods today?
That's how we're going to the woods.
Well,
Or are we going to rest first?
it's evening. Are you going to take the time to rest, or what are you going to do?
I think taking the night probably is a good idea.
I think it's better to fight shadow creatures in the daylight.
All right. You return back to your various homes. I take it the rest of you who don't have a home are going to camp outside. The three of you, that'll be Flander, Lear, and Jaru are going to camp outside of Eckankar's home again.
You probably could camp inside the training hall if there's space.
I have some space in the school.
Stay out of the weather.
Like, the room doesn't have anything in it, but it is a room. So
I'll ask you to clear it out before classes in the morning, but you're welcome to stay at the school.
Lear will still sleep outside.
All right, sounds good.
Hammock.
Weird druids.
Well,
just druid things.
It is a nice wooded area out behind the school. I've slept out there on many a night.
Weird elves.
As long as I can
Weird
have
Al
a hammock,
Yankovic?
I'll be okay.
Weird elf Yankovic.
All right. So, what are you? Wherever you guys are going to stay, it doesn't really matter because we'll you guys go through the night.
I'm going to camp out at Eckankar's.
Okay. All right. In the morning, same as before. You get woken up early by the goblins who come in to start working. The house has been slightly. You see some new walls up. They're kind of putting together. It shouldn't take them very long before they're going to get that room started put together. It's sort of making progress. The rest of you guys wake up individually and get ready to move out upon the day. I need Theo. Roll me a d6.
Oh, no.
Oh boy. This is a straight D6, huh?
Yes, roll me a d6.
Oh, no!
Theo, in the morning, you've rested the night, recovering your charisma, your two that you lost. However, in the morning, you feel worse. And this time, instead of a d4, it's a d6. Oof.
Oh, God.
And you've taken 6 points of charisma drained for the day.
Oh, I was back up to normal and then took 6.
So now you're down total of 6.
Where are you at?
Mechanically speaking, you went from a d4 to a d6.
I feel a lot worse, is what you're saying.
The Barrow Woods are drawing you closer, begging you to return.
This morning, I pretty much, I'm like, as we were talking and kind of getting ready and doing our morning routines, he's out loud, he's like, yes, I think it will be nice to get back to the Barrow Woods.
Will be nice.
Yes.
Give me
Theo, the woods back here are much nicer.
Give me an insight roll.
Does that use charisma? I haven't said it yet. It uses wisdom. Okay.
Hemo gets an 11 insight.
Lear's
Hemo.
got a 23.
Oh, is it just for him or me?
Yeah, you can all roll. That's fine.
Alright.
I want to know if he's...
Lear, you're thinking that there might be something wrong with what happened inside the Barrow Woods. Knowing that people tend to never return from the Barrow Woods, and this sudden fascination the last 2 days of Theo wanting to return to the Barrow Woods, his face is looking stressed. He's looking strained in the morning, worse than he was yesterday. Yesterday, when he started having headaches, he started feeling bad. Today, he feels even worse. He's just, you're wondering if there might be something that the Barrow Woods did to him.
Okay. I will sit him down. I'll say, friend, I'm growing concerned. You're looking on edge. I believe I have a ritual which may help. I just need some supplies. Can we all get together and gather some? It'll need to be diamond dust. I believe I can cure this ailment.
All right, you're gonna
Diamond
go.
Do I recognize
Dust.
the? I think we were talking about this yesterday a little bit about like yes the you are thinking it might be a curse.
Some sort of curse.
I do have the funds for this, although it
I
is.
bet you. Ooh, I bet you Fohammer would have some. I don't know if he'll try to mark it up.
I can
Maybe
talk.
I could try to talk him into giving us a good price for a favor.
I'll come
Maybe
to.
I could.
All right, you're looking at casting the remove curse spell. Is that what
I
you're
am
doing?
looking at casting Greater Restoration.
Greater restoration. Got it. I was gonna say, I was just curious which one you're.
That's what I was
gonna cast.
guessing, but I'm not as familiar with all the divine spells
No, druids might
or
not
druid
get removed course.
druid spells.
All right.
Well, you heard the druid. We need diamond dust to cure our friend Theo. Who is
In the
go-
interest of time, I'm going to make it so that you could actually go ahead and spend 100 gold if you want, and find some diamond dust from in town. This is a town of commerce, but anyway, you can spend the morning, spend an hour or so hunting down that diamond dust.
All right, I can mark it off unless anybody else wants to throw in for it. I've got enough on my person.
I live in the woods. I'm a little short on cash.
I've got some gold I can chip in. I've
He's
got
like, I got some
123
berries.
gold points. Take 50.
Thank you.
All right, you got gold points. And that's like what you get when you use your card for a flight.
He gives you a hug.
Thank you so much.
It's a pretty rare show of emotion from him.
Yeah.
It's brief.
Huh.
Then he starts to walk across the street towards.
Everyone's like screaming and crying. He's like, I am moderately upset. All right. Okay, so you get your 100 gold pieces in
Diamond
dust.
All right, here you go.
Are you going to cast your greater
Didn't
restoration?
even have to
Yeah, I'll
get
take
the
him back
Fohammer
to
discount.
school, and we'll get him.
Zindra's following.
down
She's
and
like,
do
what is
it.
going on?
Magic,
feel bad.
I believe.
We're
It's
preparing
best
for
to
our
just let
journey.
them do their thing.
I think I got.
I'll sit him down, and flowers start to grow around him. Energies.
All right.
My floor!
Feel better, and remove the one curse effect.
All right. What I need you to do is I need you to roll me. It's a contested roll. I gotta remember which one it is. You are the caster. The caster needs to give me a insight into the curse itself. So give me an insight roll.
I'm good at those. Ooh, 14.
All right. You step forward, casting your greater restoration. Gotta remember what level that was, so I know if I made it or not. Come on.
It's a level 5 spell.
No, I know.
I'm not fainted inside that I was offered.
Whatever the curse is.
Yeah, the curse is a level here. I assign it a difficulty to overcome. Okay. You set him down and
Oh wait.
into
Sorry. I can assist though with a flash of genius. Can he get a bonus to this for that?
for what?
For
Insight.
for his insight for his ability check.
What is that flash of genius allow you to do?
Yeah, so it says when you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you make an ability check or saving throw, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll, and then I have a limit per day of how many times I can do that. 4 times per day. And it gives him a +4.
Yeah.
He's a great assistant.
Yeah, he is.
And he's sort of just thinking internally of himself and describing things to you while you're doing this, so maybe that gave you a little bit of
It's a
extra.
little bit of talk therapy that we do.
All right, you inspire. You give it a little bit of
Extra dope.
insight about it.
So you gotta eat
cast this. You go to cast the spell. You do the ritual over him. And when you do, you see for the first time the light around Theo begins dimming. You see Theo himself sort of discolor and become darkened, as if as if someone took the light levels on his photo and just kind of dragged it down. He's like, kind of see.
Bro, your gamma's looking a little low there.
You see the image of himself sort of quivers. The actual shape of Theo begins quivering, and when it does, it suddenly expels back. Boom! Launches into you, sending you reeling back 5 feet. Expending your 100 gold pieces in diamond dust and rejecting your
That wasn't me. That wasn't me. I did not do that. He puts his shield. He like shifts his shield a little bit. Wasn't me.
Your characters need to stop getting cursed, Nate.
You still have a 6 charisma drain.
Oof.
You're down to 2 charisma.
I still don't. Yes, I'm down to 2 charisma. I do not feel good.
And a D4 yesterday and a D6 today.
I
Sleep on the wrong side of the bed? You look terrible.
I don't feel good. What did you see?
With that insight, what you're gonna learn something, Lear.
You suck.
Just kidding. You're gonna learn that this curse as you try to remove this curse, you saw past the veil of what is taking him. This appears to have been repercussions of having his strength drained. Part of him is left back and being pulled back into the darkness of the Barrowwoods. He's being drawn in piece by piece and may eventually fade away and be consumed by the darkness, never to return back again, as long as the Barrowwoods stand.
Barrowwoods are quite deadly. I turn to who else got strength drain on that? Was that Hemo?
Hemo and Eckankar.
Yeah, but I'm feeling okay now.
Eck did, but he's not there.
They might have made their saves.
This is concerning. We might need to go and find a solution for this. There might be something we need to correct within the Barrowwoods themselves.
What was the inscription on the description of that device? Said
The sun is invincible.
Yes.
All that come before it is destroyed, I think.
This sounds pleasant to me at this point. We should do this.
I will be sure to try and bring the power of daylight with.
All right. So what do you think you want to do now? Now that you see that this curse is getting worse.
Well, does that shift your guys' priorities? Like, do you want to go back in there and find stuff out, or are we looking for gnomes?
Well, it seems like that would be the quickest way to find out more about the curse is go back to where we got it, but I worry about Theo. If they drain more of him, there might not be anything left.
The woods seem to be claiming him bit by bit, and anybody else touched by the shadow is probably also in the same danger.
I think we
Well,
must.
if it has some of me, I don't like that, and I want it back.
Do we then go and get a piece of crystal and finish the machine?
I like this
Would
idea.
save Theo and hinder our.
Do we know that will fix the problem?
Does anybody?
Well, the original Duvessa was researching it. She seemed to have Tribor's interests, at least a little bit.
That.
I mean, she was a harper.
Yep. Well, we can bring you all together. That's fine. Let's have you meet in the morning.
Yep.
As you guys were talking about it.
Confer, but... So
Rest of you come with
what's our timelines on our objectives here? Like what have hard okay, elections coming up. We
Like
have to
8
do
days, I
something
think,
by
now.
then.
Less than a 10 day now by several days. So you're probably down to 8-7 days.
Okay. So we got 8 or so days to figure out some discrediting information about Duvessa.
Yep.
We don't have a timeline about whatever is happening with Theo.
The
No,
timeline
it's getting
is
worse.
It's getting worse rapidly with
Short.
Theo, at least.
Yeah, quite rapidly, especially when you roll like that.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
gotta remember that yesterday was a D4, today is a D6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He feels way worse today.
If it's working the way we're thinking it could work, you could maybe roll. It could be an 8 tomorrow,
Right.
and then 0 charisma. Not good.
Not good at all. I agree. But that is my best guess. He'll look over at Zindra is still here, right?
Yes. Yeah.
And he says, like, Duvessa was trying to purify the woods, basically, right?
She had something to do with the machine. She wouldn't tell me. It was part of something that she said she was part of an organization she didn't want to talk about. And who am I supposed to say yes or no? But I know that she was putting together something, and she had been talking about a living crystal before. And I told her I knew where to find them.
Well, I think we might need to go and do that first.
No, we do need to save Theo.
If the Harpers were trying something with that machine, then it must be a worthy goal.
Yes.
So you said that in front of Zindra? Does she react to Harper's at all?
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to finish.
Oh, sorry.
She doesn't appear, because I rolled a 1. It doesn't appear to have caught that. You said it.
Oh, good.
Hey, where are we right now? Are we in?
You're at the school. You're all gathered together.
Okay.
Let us
Heck,
try
with your
one.
permission, I'd like to invite my brother along.
Your brother?
Yes,
He doesn't
he was
like
an
you,
ex,
though.
but he was an expert swordsman when I left Luskan, and he's only gotten better. He would be an asset.
We already have one. Point at Hemo.
When
The
that's
best swordsman in the world.
Let's not get so.
He's invincible.
big-headed, But
He will never die.
he can defeat anyone.
well, I'm flattered by your confidence in me, but 2 swordsmen is usually safer than 1. But
Pull out my
are you-
sword.
We have 2.
But are you
3 swordsmen.
sure?
All right, let's go.
I won't say that more people won't be better. I can't order him to come.
No, but if he refuses to come, well, this might be the only chance I ever get to. Well, I don't know, maybe bridge the gap between us a little. Because I'm not going to stay in Tribor forever, and if I go, I may really regret missing an opportunity like this.
He seems like such a pleasant fellow.
He was very proper and stern.
Yeah.
He wasn't actually.
I was like,
He was slightly insulting in the fact that he clearly had a brother problem, but he wasn't. Other than that, he wasn't.
He's nice to us.
Yeah.
Yes, I
Maybe
know,
the problem's Flanders. I don't know.
He is,
maybe
he is with
Flander's
the
a jerk.
12, right?
You smell Flander? Flander.
Do you want to go ask him? Should we do that and then let's go?
Yes, that's.
I'll
bring you to his house.
I wish to play a card. See if it works.
All right.
Go to the
From your deck
wizard.
of many things.
Yeah, from my deck of many things. I'm going to go to the wizard's house.
So you want to go to Haruth's house, all right? And you guys want to go find your brother. And I didn't plan any of this, so we're going to find out what happens. All right. So it's dangerous as when you don't put your players on rails. Then they start free thinking. It makes it all kinds of difficult.
We all put our hands in the middle and we're like, come back in an hour and we're leaving. Let's
Are we
go.
gathering a
buddy.
posse right now? Is this what's happening?
Yeah, we're making a posse.
Okay. So let's start with
go find that
since
squirrel
Graham
for
said
a
something
second.
first. Let's start with Graham. Graham, you're going to go find your brother. Okay. You look around takes you about 30 minutes or so to find him. You can find him. He is just at the Happy Horse Ranch. He is nearby. His horse is outside of the Happy Horse Ranch, but he's just sort of sitting on top of it, gazing in at horses being trained. You think he's sort of on patrol or just serving as on a post. but he's standing there. His back is to you as you come walking up past the market square toward him here. Just we'll put him right about there. Right about that spot right there. So he's sitting there. Wow, you couldn't come walking up behind him. What are you gonna do?
Good afternoon, Farsal.
He looks over.
Good
He
morning.
kind of looks around. He looks over his shoulder at you. He says, "Huh? Hey, who else is with you?"
I'm standing right next to Flander.
He looks over and he says, "Mr. Dune."
Nods.
He looks so. He kind of looks down at you, and he kind of gives that. It's kind of like, Flander.
I wanted to let you know we're going off to go and claim a crystal in the hills to the east, to the west.
Why am I not surprised?
Yes, well, it could be a dangerous mission. The hills are apparently crawling with gnolls. Come with us.
Give me a persuasion roll. Let's see what you got.
Okay.
Can I aid?
Persuasion.
Well, you're going to do it. No, actually, you can aid him, but he would get disadvantage because of the situation, so it's going to be even.
Okay.
Okay. Disadvantage.
Nope.
No, you don't have to.
Persuasion.
No, just normal, 'cause I was there with you.
Because he's aiding you.
Okay. So normal and persuasion.
Oh.
All right. He kind of looks down at you and he says, "Oh, imagine that. Flander leaving once again Tribor to go and recount somebody else's great deeds."
Well, I could be recounting yours if you're interested.
I have a home. It's here. We had a home in Luskin. It's now no longer there.
It's no longer there. What
No.
happened?
What happened? It's a long story. Let's see. Let's see what he's going to say here.
The Harpels got for girls on their mortgage.
Yeah. He says, Father thought he would expand the business. Father thought he would make some great business moves. Father wasn't a great businessman. He kind of looks back over his shoulder, kind of looking back. He kind of like, you're just staring at his back as he looks over at the Happy Horse Ranch. Then he looks back at you and again, and he says, I came here. Our other brother went to Silvery Moon. I haven't heard from him since.
Well, this is actually to save your home here.
To go and find something in the hillside? What is it going to do for me? I'm on duty here. I serve my duty. I don't leave my post. And he kind of gives a slight knowing glance toward Eckankar, but tries to hide it.
Well, you could have a chance at some real honor and glory and valor on this little trip, or you could stay here and lecture little boys about stealing apples.
He turns his back,
Cutting words.
Yeah. He turns his back to you. He looks out toward the ranch, but as he speaks to you, he goes, "Have a great day, Mr. Dune." And then he kicks the horse, and the horse slowly starts trotting forward, kind of away from you.
Suit yourself.
All right.
And I'll look at Eckankar and said, well, I tried. He refused.
Flander,
Whatever chance I had there, it's on him.
I
He
think
threw more shade than the pharaoh.
Ooh, tough customer, huh?
I think
Long
when
family.
you return, he may think better on you. When you,
I doubt it.
I'll see to it that he does.
He's just shaking up. He's like, apologize to your brother.
I love your brother.
I think Homer steps in,
Jesus.
Say you're sorry right now.
This is parenting.
How dare you try to kill him early?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I'll be the last person to say that what he did to me wasn't deplorable, but I want to bear no malice.
all right.
Where's the fun in that?
All right. Unfortunately, that interaction didn't work out in your favor. However, you said you want to go speak with Hyruth.
Yeah, let's see how this goes. You coming with me?
Oh fuck.
I guess
Yeah,
I'll
I
go
guess-
with to Hyruth's.
Yeah, let's do that.
It concerns you.
Well, then, yes. Is this about my curse?
Yes.
We will be following this
Let's-
group to keep an eye on.
All right. Well, what I need you to do
Yes,
is,
condition.
but before we start anything, why don't you give me a persuasion roll? You can roll 20. I mean,
Who are you trying to persuade?
Yeah.
I just needed a roll.
He just wants a roll to know how bad he's going to fuck me.
The two charismatic people aren't there.
What'd you get?
That's a
It's
norm.
me, your neighbor.
Fucking 6.
Okay. So tell me what you're going to do.
I wish to go there.
You can go to
And-
the Boar's Rest. I'll put you right there.
Oh, that's this place, right?
Yep.
And I want to ask him to either cast a remove curse because he is a great and mighty wizard.
Okay.
And our powers were far too paltry to break the wizard.
So you're going to go up to his
Oh,
door.
there you go.
Yep.
A face appears on the door. Go away.
Oh,
I
let's
do
see
have
how-
need for a mighty wizard.
I said, go away.
Oh, I take it you fear a challenge.
Oh, fuck.
This spell.
This is the same words that it
pre-recorded.
spoke last time we were here. I do not
It
think
is
it is
a-
actually the wizard speaking.
It is a magic mouth.
Yes, I bet it starts over now.
Yes. Let's knock again.
Go away.
Just keep knocking.
See
It
if
repeats
it's open.
in an endless cycle as you keep knocking.
Walk over to the nearest window and I'll knock on
Did
the
you
window
check
instead.
the handle to see if it's there?
Yeah, it's just completely open,
I,
unlocked door.
I go into the nearest window and I knock on that instead.
All right. You go ahead and knock on the window. You seem to rattle it. You walk around this house. It seems to be abandoned.
Okay, open the fucking door then.
You got to walk and open the door?
Yeah.
Okay, the door is
I
locked.
stand back.
You just kind of, you just go,
I cast knock.
you can do that. You have the spell?
I do.
All right.
Oh
I
boy.
stand back further.
Drew dies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Explodes.
Now I get to, yeah.
He did it.
We don't do a lot of saber dies in this game, but I'll make an exception.
You do something really
If
stupid.
you step foot in there, he's going to get a free rent for another month.
I don't care.
Okay, you cast knock on the door. The door goes, you think it might be open, unlocked.
So I kick it open.
Okay, you're going to kick it open or open it?
I'll open it.
All right. You pull the handle. As you put the handle in, the door suddenly goes, ah! It starts screaming, ah! I get an agonizing wail.
Don't go inside.
That
Don't
was
go
a-
inside.
That was a hell of a doorbell.
And literally, it's just like you're just like, oh my god! It's just
Oh,
screaming.
God.
Maybe this will get his attention.
Can you
I would think
shut
so.
it?
Yeah. What are you gonna do? You push the door in. You haven't walked in yet. What you can see inside is a opulent, though congested, foyer with a double wide stairwell leading up just past it. In this entry area, it is littered with boxes of strange items. You see, like heads of animals that were once mounted. You see various boxes and shelves, and these shelves contain a litany of various magical items and devices.
You said there were
Just
some
randomly
heads.
packed in there.
Were there any humanoid heads?
No.
Checking.
You can
We're
see this-
looking for one in
You can see
particular.
this in the doorway. They haven't entered it in. What are you going to do?
Don't go in.
Hello? Call out.
The thing is literally screaming in here.
Oh, give it a minute, see if he responds to his alarm.
For the record, Hiruth, I didn't tell him to use knock.
All right. The door is just screeching, but you haven't walked through the threshold yet.
I'll have my familiar go through the doorway.
You're going to have your familiar go through the doorway?
Fly through the doorway.
I've seen wildlife fly into his window and be immediately incinerated. This should be good.
Well, you lost yours in the barrelwood too earlier, didn't you?
I just have to resummon.
Right, but that did happen, though, right? Like it flew up to some distance away and then... Okay.
All right. Are you going to close your eyes and watch through the eyes of the creature?
Yeah.
All right.
I keep a
Pretend
lookout.
behind you and catch you when you pass
You
out.
are now blind.
Yeah. You can see through the eyes of the creature. The creature lifts up your shoulder and flies into the door. What you can see is you can go upstairs or you can go to the east or west into two other rooms. You're sort of in this, think of a grand entrance of a home. It's all very dark and gloomy here. Now you have dark vision, but it's just like packed full of stuff. So it's like a pack rat, just full of garbage. So you're not gonna be able to see very far. So you can go to the east or west or north up the door.
Upstairs.
All right, you go flying upstairs. You swoop upstairs. What's your armor class of your creature?
12.
All right. As you reach the top of the stairs, a suit of armor spins and literally cuts it in half. He goes, shoot, and the armor goes.
12 seconds. That's almost a record inside Haruth's house.
And the door keeps screaming. Think of like
Can
the
you please
ghost.
shut the door now?
No, yeah.
Think of like the ghost from the last Thor movie, but continually going in your ear.
Jesus.
The entire town's got to know.
You have no response other than that.
Yeah. Haruth is his name, though.
Hyruth
Hyruth?
Kolstag.
Yes, Haruth, call out. We just wish to have a word.
All right. And you get no response. You're standing there. This thing is screaming in your ear.
Gotten to the point where people have started arresting people just for opening the gate.
I do not wish to break into his house for this.
So loud.
He's just not feeling well anyways. It's like,
You there. What are you doing in that house?
let's go.
You hear two soldiers, two tri-war soldiers wandering up as they heard the screaming. And they stay in front of the
Yes, this strange door started screaming. We came to investigate, but
door. Give me a deception roll.
we have not entered.
Give me a deception roll. I'll
Can
give
I
you an
shut
advantage,
the,
not entirely being dishonest.
Can I shut the door with Mage Hand from
You
a
absolutely
distance?
can if you want.
I'm gonna try to
Before
hide
Haru gets another
and shut the
discount
door
on his
with Mage
taxes.
Hand.
Said deception.
Yeah, you get it with advantage because you're not entirely being dishonest.
Isn't Mage Hand typically visible?
It is visible. They can see it.
The hand itself is visible, so
Yep.
keep that in mind.
It's not that weird to see a Mage Hand floating around outside a
A house that
wizard's
people
house,
are breaking
right?
into? No.
20.
Oh,
Nice. They dismount from their horses and they come walking up. Their kind of hands are sort of on their swords a little bit, but they walk up to you and they look around and they say, "Well, what happened here? Was this door always open?"
I don't believe it was always open.
I heard
Doors are sometimes
you heard the
shut.
scream.
Doors sometimes open.
Well, we'll need someone to get here to close it. I'm not going near it. He's standing outside. He's looking up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go touch that door."
I don't mess with this guy.
Can I just shut the door with Mage Hand? Maybe I
You
can
can
hide
if you want to
first,
cast
hide
the
in
mage hand
brush.
spell and close it.
Yes.
All right, you reach
I do
out.
that.
You grab the door. The door closes. Once the door closes, the screaming stops and a face appears, and it looks over at Jaru and says, "Asshole,
Oh, so you can.
go away."
It does talk.
Pray you never need anything.
I said, "Go away."
Leave.
Oh fuck.
Wish I had my shrink item spell again.
Okay. All right.
We're more likely to get cursed by Haruth than get anything useful out of him.
Let's go. We'll figure this out on our own.
Okay.
Should have kept that magic
And
item.
that we burnt half of our day. Let's start our trek to the woods.
All right. You begin your trek. Where are you guys going to go? What's the plan now? You decide now you're going to go to see. Are you going to go to the Barrow Woods?
Crystal.
We want to do the crystal, I believe.
Yeah, if we go to Barrow Woods and find the crystal, that's in the same general area that the gnome was searching anyways. I mean, the gnome and its automatons, at least the automatons, were around the cabin.
You're going to be
You guys still on board with this?
Yeah, I think we need you at your strongest.
I appreciate you.
No, all right. All right. So let's head up toward the hillside. Fitting yourself up for the journey, you start your trek, heading down south, almost to where the Barrow Woods were. At that point, you see that Zindra looks around and makes some calculations by staring at landmarks. You see she's gazing here and there.
Is she ranging?
She's ranging, yeah. I would like to range. After she gets her bearings, she looks back and she says, "If we do this, we're going to go after that fake Duvessa, right?"
This is all part of it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just remember,
could be her goal.
just remember, it's still 10 gold pieces plus expenses. She leans forward and begins marching toward the open fields, which are farmlands. So between where the Barrow Woods were and the outer woods, there are farmlands. Past the farmlands is rising hills. You journey past the farmlands. It takes you about an hour of trekking through farmlands. But when the glade slowly starts rising, as it rises up, you see that there are some scattered sheep that our farmer has been using to graze on the hillsides. As you rise up the hill, it slowly becomes more and more jagged, kind of up the sides of toward the rolling hills, which eventually turn into the Sword Mountains, way to the west. And when you're just getting a sense that as you look down, you can actually look down into the Vale of all of Tribor. You kind of can look down and see the town has a little bit of a haze over it in the sunny day. As you're walking up the hillside, I'm assuming that Zindra is up front. Where are the rest of you guys? Relative, just give me a quick description. Kind of in the middle. You're kind of in the middle.
I'll be up front.
Kind of up front.
in the middle.
You're in the middle. Where are you going to be at?
Lear will be up front as well.
You're up front, okay. And then where are you going to be at, Eric?
I guess Hemo takes rear guard.
All right. I'm assuming you have your bow out, I would guess.
Yeah, when he's out in the open, yes. If we're trekking through like a hallway or something, he's got his swords out. But yeah, for now he is on watch with a longbow.
All right, and we know that most likely Eckankar is going to be ready to smite.
Yep.
Smite.
He's
gesture,
white knuckling this hammer. He's like, "Where's something to hit?"
All right, and when that happens, I'm going to see what the hiding is going to be at. Okay, boom, boom. All right. Suddenly, Zindra looks up the hillside, and she goes, "Oh shit!" She runs and dives toward the grasses, pinning herself against a rise in the hillside. And she looks back and she says, "Take cover, you dumbasses!" Roll initiative.
Pull up my helmet. Is what I was going to say.
Okay, let's see what we got for initiative here. Okay, we got to do some sorting and see where people end up. All right, Lear. Zindra is dove for cover right now. She is taking cover. It is now, Lear, you're going to start us out for the round. What are you going to do? You haven't seen anything right now. She just she's looking around and she's diving for the hills.
Okay, I will cast Pass Without Trace on the group.
All right, you cast Pass Without Trace. That gives you, if you take the hide action, you get a +10 to your roll. Anything else you're going to do?
I can't hide because I can't do that as a bonus, but I will fall back a bit into the bush.
Now where were you up here? So you're going to climb down this hill, or you're just going to walk around?
I'm just going to walk around.
And you're going to stand in the bush?
Yep.
All right.
Oh, actually,
Hemo,
wait. As a bonus action, I think I can turn invisible for the round.
It's up to you.
Fearbolt thing. Hidden step.
All right. You're invisible for the round?
I turn invisible.
All right. Remind me if I attack you for whatever reason that you are invisible. Perfect. Is that where you're going to be? Perfect.
Yes.
Hemo, what are you going to do?
If I've got pass without trace, I'd like to move up towards where Zindra's at and take cover there.
Now this
So I'd
is
like
the
to try
hillside.
to hide
so
under the cliff here.
you're just going to walk around the edge? Yep. Okay. You're going to be, which side are you going to be? It's south of this cliff right here?
South of this cliff, so I want to be up at the same level that Zindra's at.
Got it. Perfect. All right. That's Hemo. Jaru, what are you going to do?
Oh, can I make a hide action?
Yeah, you can roll your hide now if you want. Go for it.
So without the plus 10, it's a 10, so 20?
20 for hide from Hemo. Got it. Perfect.
So brave.
All right, Jaru, what are you going to do?
Jaru will draw a sword.
Oh, I got
Hard.
so that people can see it. Sorry.
Sorry, Hemo. I was trying to joke.
You're going to draw your sword?
Draw my sword.
All right.
Initiate Blade Song and cast Greater Invisibility.
All right. What's marked you as greater invisible, and I'll put a marker on you. I think if you look on the right side, you might find an invisibility marker in the drop down. Otherwise, you can just mark yourself with the 2. Okay.
The invisibility marker is a little face with a dotted outline.
Yeah. Theo, what are you going to do?
I am going to.
Awesome.
Got it.
Sorry, reading a spell here. Okay, that's fine. Classic. So he'll use his bonus action to pull up his shield or his helmet. So, and then he'll actually start up a firebolt cantrip, and he's gonna use his reaction to, if somebody comes in and starts attacking him, he'll fire the firebolt at them.
Got it. Perfect. You're ready in action to attack from where? From which general direction?
He stands right where he was.
I mean, he's got to give me somewhat of a.
Oh,
maybe a
yeah,
quarter
sorry.
of- just getting me one.
We were walking. That's fair. We were walking, and she was kind of like looking.
Yeah. I just try to make the reaction can't be. I'm going to do anything that happens when it reacts. You know, like you want to fire your fireball with somebody.
He's generally looking up the hill, so
Okay,
if you want to like.
Yep.
That.
That's fine. Totally fine.
Okay.
Just so I know. So if I have somebody sneak attack you, you'll be like, ah. All right. Eckankar, what are you going to do?
I'll raise my shield.
You raise your shield. That's not an action, but you can do that.
Yeah, I'm just. Well, I mean, like I'm being in defense.
Okay,
yeah,
you want to be full
Take
defense.
a dodge action?
Got it.
Yeah,
have
essentially
my
take a
shield.
dodge action,
Or
raise
dodge
the shield.
action.
Oh,
Got it.
2.
And Flander's behind him, so he's gonna stand in front of him until Flander gets
You
out
don't
of the
get to
way.
take the dodge action if you're reacting to if you're writing a spell. You have to.
I'm not dodging. I just
Yeah,
had the
okay.
shield out. Is all.
Oh,
It's like,
okay,
It's
yeah.
not on my back. It's
That's
on my.
All right.
Yeah, I'm taking dodge until Flander gets out of the way, so I'm just gonna stand there.
All right.
Raise
Hold on. It is now my turn to go. All right. Here's what happens. This is gonna get crazy now.
Uh-oh.
So first thing that happens, this creature comes into play. You can take your reaction. You take your reactive strike if you want. If you can see him. Where are you at right now? The out here, and he is up 10 feet up the hill. I will say he's going to have cover. He's going to have cover. What are you going to do? What you see, I should describe.
Yeah. What happens?
All right, what you see is a bristling mane and spotted fur of a giant gnoll. Its fangs lashing out. Its body covered in armor formed of the bones of its victim.
Oh.
It wields with it a massive bow in one hand. It probably has a spear or something on its back.
Okay, and he's basically looks like is he aiming his bow at us?
Yeah, it looks like he's going to attack somebody.
Yep. All right, I'll fire at him then. So that is the old firebolt. Pew. Will a 14 hit?
Armor class 14 misses. Woo. Oh, look. It rattles. Maybe he probably hit part of the shrubbery down here. Shrubbery.
Roger.
Shrubbery.
the shrubber?
All right. When he lifts up, he's going to fire at Flander.
I'm gonna use my protection fighting style to impose disadvantage.
Perfect. It's disadvantage. Okay, I am going to miss Flander. It's going to hit. It does no damage to Flander, but the 10-foot eruption of fire that went after hitting Flander that explodes, because everybody that is within 10 feet of this mark right here has to give me a reflective type of dexterity-based save. Your dex save you're trying to beat is 14.
Reflex.
Well,
Nat 1. I got a 4.
Ooh,
Too busy jumping in front of Lear. Or in front of
Yeah, exactly. That
You're
works
just kinda-
narratively.
when he fires this bow, it kind of whistles.
22.
Yeah, Flander dots out of the way. The shield comes up. As soon as it hits the shield, it just goes boom, like this eruption of fire.
Crazy.
It explodes, and you see the shards raining over the top of Eck. Eck maybe takes a little bit to the face, because you guys are going to take 7 points of fire or 3 points of fire if you made the save.
What was the save number again?
Okay.
It is 14.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
We're going to see. And that is the only attack he can make when he makes that type of attack. All right. Next one. All right. You see this one over here launches out.
Oh man, they're far away too.
He's going to move up to here they were kind of laying on the ground. You see him pop to his feet. He runs forward 5 feet and pulls back the reins. And he's going to fire at Theo, but he has disadvantage to you. You're not dodging. It is Eckankar.
Yeah, I'm not dodging.
He's firing 2 shots of you at no arrows.
Is Eckankar's protection thing just a one-off reaction?
It's his reaction.
Yeah, it's my reaction, but everybody does have within 10 feet of me has a +4 to these kind of saves, but didn't matter for all the rest of you.
Yeah, for
last time
armor
you
class
rolled
it
so
doesn't
well.
help him, right?
Right.
Yeah, no, it's just for saves.
All right, it's going to be +5 to my roll, so I rolled an 18. It's going to be 23 to hit.
That'll hit me.
You're going to be hit by a big bolt. Looks like the arrowheads have been fastened by the shards of the sharpened bone that have been pulled from these creatures. He's going to strike you, and he's going to do 1d8 plus 3, so 5 points of damage. It's piercing damage. Boom.
Ow.
All right, the next one gets to go.
Oh, this
This
one.
one-
Explode. Okay.
This one pops it out here as well. He is going to quickly move. He moves to the edge here. He's going to look down and he's going to fire at Zindra. Zindra is taking effectively the dodge action.
She dropped prone too.
Yeah.
No,
No.
in color wise, she's pressing up against the weight, but that's like she's just dodging effectively. And he's going to He's going to attack her with disadvantage. Miss. And he's going to hit her. He's going to hit her. She's hit for the same amount of damage you were hit for 5. All right, she gets hit right in the shoulder. She's like, son of a bitch. She's just bitching.
I love her.
All right. Let's see. Next, who's going to go here? The next one you get goes is going to be this one way over here. Yes. You see another one come running down the lane here. He is right here when he pops out. He is behind the turn order. So I'm going to turn order tracker up here.
Oh, this way on the left.
Just to kind of get it out of the way.
Oh yeah, all the way.
He was crouching down behind some bushes there. You see him running out. He's going to run his distance. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He gets to right here, and he's going to fire down at Hemo. Hemo, you have cover because of the angle of it.
And he was hiding,
I've
too.
been spotted.
Yeah.
Dude.
He does see him.
So-
He does see him, but he is going to fight. He is going to fire. But you do get your +2 to your armor class. He's going to miss you. Kind of runs, hits part of the rocks, and he starts yapping.
Ah, crap.
All right, that's the first round. That brings us to. That was them.
I think Flander still needs to go.
Now, I apologize. That was my first round for them. And then now, Flander, is your turn. What are you going to do?
Okay, for the action, he's going to try and hide.
All right,
that bush there.
where are you going to go to hide?
Going to hide behind this bush right here.
Well, you have to kind of be out of their sight. So looks like it's difficult because they're all kind of looking down at you. You might be able
Or in
to
the corner,
duck
maybe.
behind here, right, and hide. That'd be okay.
Okay.
You just got to be kind of out of their visual sight.
Okay. So if I sneak, I can come down here then. And I'm going to
Hide.
take my stealth check. Yep.
Give me your stealth roll.
Yep. That's a 23.
Nice.
Nice. All right. You are
And as
hiding.
a bonus action, I'll go, thanks, Ek. You've been more of a brother to me than Farsal ever was in giving bardic inspiration.
All right, Eckankar, you are bardically inspired as being the better brother. All right. Anything
It's not
else?
a hard thing to do.
Anything else Flander gonna do? All
The bar's not.
That's what I got.
right, Lear.
Action,
What are you
bonus
gonna do,
action.
Lear?
I am going to step out over this way. My invisibility will go away, and then I will. Can you please drop me a 60-foot wall of fire to control?
All right.
Oh,
Yes.
heck yeah.
If they're gonna fire their own front yard, we can do it too, right?
Okay. You should be able to move it now. Where are you gonna put it?
Hey, cool. I should be able to.
Well, it's you're not gonna be able to go up because there's 10-foot they're 10-foot steps.
Right, I'm trying.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
gonna-
that kind of makes it hard.
You have to kind of fit it in an area where it can kind of land on its plane.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it across this, but it should still be high enough, and they should be close enough to it.
It just
I'll
won't
do
have
it
an
right
effect.
across
If
here.
it runs up against the wall, it's just going to stop. You know what I mean? And I can adjust.
How high is the individual cliffs here?
So,
10 feet.
Here's 10. Okay.
so
and
yeah, it'll
walls?
still be another 10 feet up above them.
Okay, sure.
And
Because it
then,
goes 20 feet up, right?
Yep, 20 feet up. And then if they're within, was it 10 feet of it, they'll take the damage.
Is it the end of their turn if they're within 10 feet of it?
I believe it's right away when I cast it, and then if they start their turn there.
It's never right away and start. It's usually right away and end. Because otherwise they'll get it twice in one round.
Yeah, it's got to be.
When the wall
Great
appears,
game.
each creature within its area must make the throw.
Okay.
One side is the hot side.
Oh, it's
so
its ends.
It's that side.
It ends its
Oh
turn.
yeah, so when it
Or-
ends its turn, yeah.
Or if they enter it in their own turn.
Right. All right,
Yeah.
he's going to fail his save. How much damage do I take from this dude here?
25 fire damage.
25.
Woo.
All right. He's injured.
So
I need to
it'd be
I got to move him because I
all
need.
three of these guys should get hit.
No, it's a hot. What's the area effect of the wall?
10 feet.
10
right?
Yeah.
within 10 feet of the hot side.
One side is hot. Yeah, 10 feet of that side.
And do they take the hot damage at the right away when you cast it?
Yep.
Right away when I cast it, and then
And
if
when
they
they end
end
their
their
turn.
turn within it, they will take it again.
Got it.
Yeah.
You said 25 damage, right?
Yep.
Owie. Okay. Oh, I totally did that wrong.
They all get the spell save though, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I just gotta make my saves because those other two been affected.
It's a
Um,
graph.
That
Okay.
spell is amazing.
It's 25 damage or 12 perhaps, right?
Yep.
I guess that is a 4th level evocation.
Yeah, for sure.
And then I
boy.
want to shillelagh up as a bonus action.
Okay, a lot of moving parts to get that firewall up, but I'm glad we did. All right, that is Lear who brought the firewall up. Hemo, what are you gonna do?
Well, I've been spotted by this guy, but unfortunately, I think, yeah, I'm in distance. I get to my feet.
You weren't laying prone, right? You were just hiding.
No,
right?
I had a 10-foot cover here, so I could
Yeah.
squeeze
Yep,
up
no
against
problem.
it. But it wasn't hidden enough. I'm gonna put my bow away, draw my sword, and run up to this guy. Do an
He has a
attack.
bow in his hand right now.
Cool. Good luck blocking this then. Main hand scimitar attack number 1.
He
What-
blocked it just
Stuff
fine.
like that.
Okay, well, that was an awesome attack. Actually, he does with his bow as you're swinging your sword. He takes his bow, and he kind of grabs with the other hand. And he kind of redirects your sword attack. And he looks
That's
at
so
you.
mean to the bow. How?
He looks at you and he says in the most cursed tongue, which you two will probably need to mute out for anybody who actually speaks Null. He goes,
Oh my god!
I apologize for any Null speakers.
Why would you say that?
I'll have to attack him again.
Using
Second
cutting words?
attack
sounds like-
is second attack is a 21 to hit.
All right, well, that actually hit.
It
10
did.
points of slashing.
All right. All right. All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay, you ran forward, 10 points of slashing damage onto him. Jaru, you are now invisible and charged up. What are you going to do?
I will Blessings of the Raven Queen and teleport to there. Now that's not that's outside of the spell.
It is. I believe the
It
hot
is
side
the
is to the north. So.
Okay.
Which technically, if you want to make you're actually traveling west right now because you're traveling up the hill. Just
Uphill.
for the sake of it.
Yeah.
Up.
Yeah.
Battle map north.
Yeah, it's heading north. Right.
Okay. So there, and then I'm going to attack with Zinin. And I have
Oh, what? There's fire there. What does this feel like? I not like this.
no, I am.
Oh, sure. You could just riddle up, teleport, and think you're cool.
Since I have elven accuracy, I will.
Take another chance
Take
to
another
attack.
shot.
All right.
Crit fishing over there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So
It was better.
25.
All right. 25 does hit.
All right. For 9 points of damage, 5 slashing, 4 psychic.
All right.
And then I will Booming Blade.
Got it.
And I attack first. And I get advantage on this one
There
as
we go.
well.
That's the combo I like to see. You're taking
And-
damage if you stay there, you're taking damage if you move. This is good
Yep.
stuff.
Top one is a 23.
23 does hit.
All right, then Booming Blade. 14 points of Booming Blade damage.
Nice.
And then 11 more points of slashing and psychic.
All right. That will take him out.
Nice.
Sometimes I'm worth having along.
As you got to hit him, he falls back on his body. He just goes out of the fires. Nice. That brings us to Theo. Theo, you see
Like
that-
nobody actually really sees that.
Yeah.
You're flashing into the fire over there.
Yeah, they're the creature levels. You kind of know where he's at generally, but you have no idea.
So Theo uses his bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat on himself,
All right.
which he will then, as part of that cast, take. I think I can just throw it over there. Take as a dash action.
Yes. Go
So he'll move basically along the side of this thing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He will take his normal move action then 5,
Right.
10, and then he's going to punch the crap out of this guy with his thunder gauntlets.
All right, you can run him around next.
So bonus action, dash is part of that move action, and I was taking his regular attack
You get
action.
one action. Yeah, no bonus action anymore, but you do get an attack.
Yeah, I can use my full attack action basically. So
You get 2 attacks?
yes, I do. So thunder gauntlet. Here we go. Punch. Does a 24 hit?
Yes, it does.
Excellent. 7 points of thunder damage right in the back of this guy's head.
All right. Knock him in the
And
back of the
second-
noodle.
You've been thunderstruck.
Hit. 20 hit. 20 hit.
20 does hit.
Another 6 points of damage. As far as we're flanking too, but
20 points of damage, you said?
to 6. 6
Oh, I
points
was
of
going to
damage.
say, that's a lot of damage. I was like, where'd you get that from? All right.
Think you're a blade singer?
Huh. A creature hit by the gauntlet has disadvantage against attack rolls against targets other than you
me.
until the start of your next turn.
Correct.
So if he tries to hit me, he'll have disadvantage.
My armor is emitting a distracting pulse right now when it tries to attack somebody else. He's like,
Nice.
That's awesome. Way to go.
Dumb gun him.
All right, that brings us to Eckankar. Eckankar, what are you going to do? You see everybody just kind of running off in all directions here. There's a big wall of fire running.
I'm real slow, so I'm just gonna run my full movement and get to there, and that's my action.
All right, you surrounded that guy. Nice. All right, I gotta put this for whatever reason.
Just like old times, huh, Ek? Total chaos.
Total chaos. We didn't have walls of fire back then, though.
It's a hell of a spell.
I think we had some gnolls, though. Wait, I wasn't there.
What are you? What?
All right. That is now their turn. All right, let me move these guys here. We're going to start with this guy here. He's going to move 5, 10, 15. Running away, eh?
No,
20.
Oh, never mind.
Come at me, bruh.
Come on, you brah.
Roof.
I think that's the one that shot me earlier, too. It was really mean.
He was kind of a jerk. Yeah.
Yeah, I have a bolt stuck in my shoulder padding right now.
Okay, he gets
nice.
he comes leaping forward. He runs to here. That'll take him to there. Actually, he's going to run to there. First attack he's making is against you.
Okie dokie.
I will use my reaction for disadvantage.
All right, he misses you.
Nice.
Second attack.
Nicely done,
The second attack he's going to make is against Eckankar. All right.
Don't
Do you
have
have
similar
any- do you have any ways to react to that?
Nope.
Or anyone else.
All right. At this point, you now have disadvantage to attack him because he's using a thing called a harrying attack. So you, even though he attacked you first, you'll have disadvantage to attack him back.
No, okay.
It's just the way he sort of pushed you away, more or less. But unfortunately, Eckankar, you are blasted by this giant spear. It's super long spear that is running forward. He's like, and he goes to attack you. He's going to strike you, and when he drills it into you, he's going to drill you for 16 points of piercing damage.
Ooh,
Dang.
that's pretty good.
And then he's going to take his free bite attack, which will be armor class 20. What is your armor class?
Eck?
Yeah.
21.
Nice. That's what I figured. He missed you.
There we go.
All right.
Teeth on the shield.
He chipped a tooth.
Theo calls out to you and says, "You can let them try to hit my shield. It's fine. Remember? They go boink.
They go boink.
It's okay.
All right.
But I appreciate you."
There's more of them coming, Theo.
He's going to move right here. He's going to move to there. He runs around. That's all he's going to do.
Oh, wow. Real fast.
Double.
He just basically runs around there. I think that's all he can move. And I think they just move at 30, yes. All right.
Get that flank action on.
All right. And then you see this one here appears, comes running down the hill. And I'll move the map again. There's a lot of stuff going on here. You see this one right here runs down the hill. He's going to fire at Hemo. He's going to reel back and fire at Hemo. All right. He's going to miss Hemo. However, I think everybody who is within 10 feet here, which includes his own 2 people, was all 5 of you there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all 6 of you need to give me a dexterity save of 4.
Oh, it's all of us?
Yep.
You do get a +4, guys. So.
It's more like that.
Dex save
Yeah.
+4.
Yep.
Got it.
Oh my god, I got a 26.
14
Nice
plus
job.
4 is 18.
It's the fastest he's ever moved in his
Same
entire
exact.
life.
Hey, 7 if you failed. 3 if you make it.
I missed horribly. Was not expecting that.
Ooh.
What was the DC?
14.
Oh, sweet. I saved it because
it's
of
7, right?
Fire arrows.
Ooh, actually, that's a fire thing, yeah?
You think it's a form of rock that is actually posted on the front? It explodes.
It's like the fire.
Yeah, like fire. Yeah, like the 3.5 fire arrows or like Baldur's Gate 3 fire arrows. Yeah.
You can absorb elements.
Yeah, I do have absorb elements. He'll use his reaction to absorb some of these elements.
You're gonna cast
there.
it. It's a spell slot.
Yeah, so that would mean that as his reaction, I wouldn't be able to do a full spell next round, right?
No, you can just a reaction. You as a reactive spell, it doesn't count as a normal spell.
Okay. Yeah, the perfect.
It
it
takes-
is reaction.
It just takes your spell slot.
Oh yeah. It does. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a level 1 spell slot. It captures some of the incoming energy, lessening any effect on you, and storing it for your next melee attack.
That's right.
So I have resistance, so that would be half of it, right?
Yeah.
So it's down to 3 again, so I added my 4 back. And then the first time I hit with a melee attack on my next turn, I can add an extra 1d6 fire damage onto that.
That's awesome.
Oh, half was
Nice.
3?
Yeah, so half of 7 is 3, correct.
Oh, okay.
All right, you see this one running down the hill?
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, I passed.
All right, he comes running down. He comes running down the hill, and he's going to fire his bow at 3 choices here.
Well, he doesn't care about attacking his own friend, so a lot of choices.
Hemo, you're going to attack.
Ow.
He's taking 2 regular shots at you. I didn't do very well though. The best I got is 15.
Nope. AC is 17 right now.
Fire the archer is coming down. All right, that brings us to this guy who gets to go here. Yeah, he has 1, 2, 3. He's surrounded.
Surrounded.
Yeah, he moves as a free disengage action. He disengages to here
Pretty sneaky.
Re-engages.
and attacks Lear.
Bring it.
That may have been a bad move on his part.
Yeah.
All right, are you going to do anything? He hits you the first time. Are you going to do anything?
Nope.
Turn into a goose.
All right.
The goose is loose.
All right. So your armor class, because your armor class is 19, is that right?
18.
18. Okay, I had it at 19. So next one, no, you are hit once to start with. You are going to take 12 points of piercing damage, and then the second attack, he's also hitting you. Are you going to do anything?
Nope.
You're going to take 8 more points of piercing damage. You're going to mark this off that he doesn't have this anymore, as he has dropped his bow. He's stabbing you. All right.
Is Wall of Fire concentration?
It is. I'm going to make some checks.
You're hit twice.
And it drops.
Ah, crap.
No, that's good.
That's good for you, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Go away.
I can't make one
You were kind
concentration.
of stuck.
Because you have concentration on your thing. All right.
Yeah, but I can do it as an advantage, I think, because of the Warcaster thing.
All right, Zindra, she had her bow in her hand, but seeing how she's right next to this person, she is going to, let's see what she does here. She's a pretty violent person, but she only has a long dagger that she's using to attack with. So she draws a long dagger out of her hip, just kind of has a little sheath with a dagger in it. She's going to attack the creature. She gets 2 attacks though, which is good. She's going to hit for a little bit of damage against this guy. Just a minor scratch. She goes, snips that. The creature kind of just, but a scratch. All right. And then Flander, Flander, it is your turn. I need to edit our track.
All right. Okay. I'm going to shoot this one here. One right next to Lear
Okay.
with my crossbow of atrophy.
Get him.
All right. The one next to Lear, you're going to fire with a crossbow accuracy. All right. Go ahead and make your attack.
Yeah.
What'd you hit?
Yeah. 11.
No, I reckon 11 is not enough.
Okay.
And anything else you're going to do?
Yep. I'm going to move over to here.
Did you get it? If he was hiding, does he get any bonus for not knowing where he was? Like
Advantage on
Yeah,
the
you would get
attack.
advantage on hitting him if you were hiding.
Oh, I do get advantage?
Did he see him over there though?
Yeah, he did see you, so you can get advantage. I just forgot you were
Okay,
hiding.
then I will roll
One
again.
more time, yeah. I don't want to take away from you. I just I will say the roll 20 board is not the greatest for understanding when people are.
A
Yeah, we
22.
got to remember.
Remember where the rings we could put on? Mark
22.
people?
That should hit.
A
Oh,
22.
wait, yeah. So go ahead and
Yep.
make your
And,
attack. How much damage
okay.
do you do?
DC 15 charisma save. Yeah, we'll use the. Actually, no, we won't use that, but it's 8 points of piercing. Plus, I'm hiding. So he gets 13 points. There's an extra points of
Nice.
Right.
sneak attack damage.
Nice. So it's a total of 13?
Total.
Total
Okay.
of 13, yeah.
That's still really pretty good.
Yeah, nice shot. Well then,
Hits him in the shoulder.
That's why I said.
That's awesome. All right. Lear, it is your turn. This creature's standing right next to you. You can see Zindra's right next to you, too. She has a dagger in one hand and her bow kind of in the other. She's using her dagger to attack right now.
Lear catches on fire.
Nah.
He casts Fire Shield on himself.
that seems
And
painful.
Then
Oh God.
starts to grow into the giant spotted lion that you all know and love.
But he's on
Flaming
fire.
lion?
You're right
And
back.
now he's a giant flaming lion.
I'll move you over to the side here to keep her token up and alive.
Rar.
All right.
And then I will.
Zindra is like, Zindra looks up and he goes, I remember you. That was you?
We did tell her that. That was him.
She actually saw the before. She mentioned the line.
I know. And then I was like, that was him.
Yeah.
Might not believed her.
All right. So are you done now?
And then he will just kind of run up. Actually, no, I guess I can't do that if I've used all my actions. So
You can move.
Are you still on
I
fire?
can move. I am on
He just
fire.
gets an
but I
attack of
wanna save
opportunity
some
out of you.
distance. That's okay. I want to do that. I kind of want to scoop Flander up. I'm going to head back towards Flander and get ready to scoop
All
him
right.
up.
It's going to take his attack of opportunity on you. I get a armor class 16, though. What's your lion's armor class?
My lion's armor class is, I believe it's less than that, 15.
Pretty. Yeah. So you're going
So
to be
he
hit
will.
for 11 points of damage.
All right, and he will.
As the
take-
giant lion Lear returns to go scoop up Flander and hunt for some laundry and possibly salad.
Oh God, my head's still aching.
All right, that brings us to
He will
Hemo.
also take 2d8 fire damage for hitting me.
Got it.
That was just
Do I get a
one.
save for that?
Doesn't say
Yes,
so.
save for half.
Yeah,
18
18 DC.
for 14.
I missed it. How much damage you do?
14.
Wow.
Nice.
Nice.
Thanks, those eye roll.
He goes. All right. So when you have that shield on, it doesn't do anything for being grappled or anything, right? Because he's got. If you want him to ride you,
Nope.
okay. Just want to make sure.
Just when
only when
people
it's
attack
attacked.
me.
That's what I figured. I was just asking because I didn't
Sure,
want to confuse
absolutely.
That would make a lot of
That would
sense, though.
suck.
You're like engulfed in flames. You'd think it would.
Flander's like, let me go.
Theo, what's
No.
going
More
on?
controlled.
What's this blue line I'm seeing here?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. It's sort of stuck
I
over
took
there.
11, right?
I'm out of it.
Yeah, 11.
All right, Theo is going to use his
don't
bonus action
think I've gone yet.
pull up his defensive field. Gains temporary hit points equal to my level in this class.
All right.
So I'll add my temporary hit points. And then he's going to take his attacks on this guy right to his left over there.
Did I get
He's
to
going to use
go
his
yet?
Thunder Gauntlets.
Add a blue bar for your
All right. You got a thunder gauntlet.
I
this
guess I
guy?
could move around, right? I have enough space to move around him.
You probably could.
There.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right, so we got flanking then. That's nice. Thunder Gauntlets. I don't think I have any bonuses right now, so just 10 plus the flanking. 12-ish.
12 with
Does-
flanking does not hit this.
Does that hit? All right, he's going to try one more attack here. 20 should hit, though.
That one does hit.
All right, excellent. And then he'll do 10 points of damage plus an extra d6 of fire, which is one more point of fire. All right, well, that was something.
How much total damage you do?
11 points of damage
All right.
total onto that guy.
You hear Zindra say, "You might be ugly, but you sure hit hard."
His shield pulls up around him. I told you we would destroy them.
With that charisma of 2.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's not that nice right now.
All right, Jaru, what are you gonna do?
Did Hemo get a turn?
Move to there, and I will attack.
So what did you fight? Where were we at before?
Hemo was
Yep,
16
about
like
10.
0.2.
5, 10,
So-
15, 20, 25, 30. Because you don't have a 35, do you?
No, I move at 40.
Do you? Okay. I was
When
trying to get
I'm
a plus 10
blasting.
movie. Got it. I was just asking to make sure I
Nope,
understood.
I got it.
All right, you run up to him. Zindra is like fighting with this guy, and she hears these footsteps. She goes Flander like, what the hell is that? She's very confused right now. She knows something's there, but she doesn't know what it is. What did you hit?
Pit fishing. Nope. 22
All right, that will hit.
for 7 points of damage, and then I
That will drop it.
Nice.
And then I will cast Chill Touch as a cantrip,
Okay.
because I can do that as part of my blade singing.
Okay.
Should be able to hit this guy here.
Okay, so go ahead and do that.
And because I'm invisible, I have advantage.
Yes, you do. Which one are you attacking?
The one on the other side of Eckankar here.
Got it. Boom.
Whoa.
And then I get one more shot at it, because why not? All right, so 25 and 6 points of necrotic damage, and he cannot heal.
Got it. He is unhealable. I'll put a just to remind me. That's just for this round, right?
Yep,
So I'll
just till the
put
end.
the little green as he's sick.
I think it's till the end of his next round.
Yeah. Okay. You double.
I'll check.
You double check. Okay. Are you done?
I'm done.
Jaru.
Was Hemo supposed to go after Lear?
Yeah, I do think it is Hemo's
my
turn
bad.
before
Oh,
mine.
he does. It was Theo's turn, but you're both 16. So, Theo, what are you gonna do?
Hemo.
Yeah, I
Yeah, I win. Thank you, Mo.
Hemo goes first.
think I got jumped over.
Oh,
I
did.
rolled a
I
16,
did.
but I've got the 20 dex.
we're just gonna keep going up and down the thing, just causing people to get seasickness here.
Start of my next turn.
Okay.
We got to roll different numbers, guys. Don't all roll 16s.
We can add our dex bonus onto the end of them with those decimals if you want.
Yeah, that's fine. So what are you gonna do,
Hemo.
Emo?
Well, that guy's gone now, so we'll.
There's 4 over here. You can slice them real good.
Oh, there's plenty. Yeah,
You can get some flank action over there.
I'll move up. Can I occupy this space?
I think so. That's fine.
All right, I'll move up into flanking with Eckankar and make an attack. I draw my second scimitar.
Ching! Oh, going double scimitars. Let's get real.
First one gets a 14 to hit.
Oh. Well, luckily
14
you're flanking.
misses.
You're
Well,
flanking.
16
flanking.
with the
16.
flanking.
The flanking does it.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go.
That does 8 points magic slashing.
All right.
My second attack will be an 18 with 11 points of slashing.
Nice.
18 with 11 points of slashing. All right.
And my bonus action offhand attack will do 17 to hit.
Should hit. We just established.
17. Yep.
another-
Will hit.
Oh, 19 to hit.
Yeah.
19. Yep.
Yep, for another 6 points of slashing. That stuff's a regular sword,
Nice.
for if that
You
matters.
cut them all up. All right. That is Jaru, or that was Theo. Now then Jaru. We're kind
And
of way
Hemo.
out of line. Did you go to?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I think we finished all the 16s.
All right.
Yeah.
We're good.
I think we're
Eckankar,
on to
finally.
me.
Finally.
I'll attack this one as well. 15. I think that's a miss.
15 that actually just hits him exactly.
Oh, excellent. 14 points of bludgeoning, max damage.
Yeah,
Which one
we'll
you
take
hitting?
him out.
There we go. All right.
Oh, that guy? Okay.
And then I'll attack that one.
right.
25,
That
and
one
I
hit?
will smite 10 initially, and then an additional 22.
Oh my god.
Oh!
That's
You
a slight.
single shot.
32.
7 my god.
Because literally,
Holy crap.
what you see is you
Bye-bye.
see that you have to almost dodge as a
Yeah.
wave of blood and splatter air just goes.
Nice.
Oh, he
Sick
opens
of
his
having
eyes and
bad
sees just like a
combats.
field of
He's
red all
ready
over.
to turn it around.
Yeah, no,
He has a
exactly.
repulsor
He's
field on,
fucking
so
mad.
like his coats and then just slides off.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
Can we get like a dark retribution turn for?
All right, that was awesome. Anything else you're gonna kill?
I mean, I could move. I can move up, and I will. I'll move up to the next one.
Got it.
Keep it from using a bow. Good job.
Yeah.
All
Oh man,
That had to freak them out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Plans
it's just
splat.
Yeah, boom.
There's nothing left but soil.
This is their own home. Do you think they're gonna back down without a fight?
It's their turn. They're backing back.
Like I don't want any of this.
You see that this one here runs up into the hill. This one here is going to disengage
Yeah, they
to
got
here.
if we disengage.
He's going to move to here. You can still see him up top here. He's just barely backing away. I'm going to back the map a little bit. You can see-
Come back. I have things to throw at you.
The other one just
We're not
took
finished
off
talking.
altogether. He's just disengaged up to there. That's what he
Disengage in a
That's
move?
what he does. Yeah, and that he's gonna he gets a that's his move includes his disengage. So he
Yeah,
disengages to get away from 5, 10, 10. Well, I make sure of that 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Yeah, okay. And then he's going to shoot an arrow at Eckankar.
Oh come on.
Said mean Eck. Mean Eck.
He
Just
killed my
exploding all of his
friends.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh, he missed you. So I think I need Theo and Eckankar to give me a dexterity save.
Wants to firebomb again.
Yeah, 14.
Yeah. Ah, I failed.
Oh, I did max damage to you.
So that's a 15 for you.
I was gonna say you have the bonus, right? I got a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, 15. You made it. All right. So if you made it, you do 6. If you failed, you take 12 fire damage. Boom.
Ow.
wow, that was a big one.
Yeah,
That was big.
that's the most
Oh,
I can
man.
do. I think in those things.
I think I'll use the absorb element. Then I'd have resistance on it and I already used. Well, resistance plus the save, right? That still works. We'll use it.
All right. So did you fail your save?
No, I made it.
Okay.
But I'm gonna use my absorb elements also on it.
Okay.
So I got the fire infused again, and it only took 3 damage. I think is what you're telling me then.
Yeah, that's true. Mark it off. Is that a spell for you?
Yeah,
All right.
I did.
Cool. That is them. It is Zindra's turn.
She's like, I guess this was fine.
He moves.
I think she's gonna be like,
5, 10,
fuck
15,
these
20,
motherfuckers. Like run after it.
She runs 35 feet up to there. She's going to make an attack.
Over my shoulder.
She literally as she feels sliding forward, she takes her dagger that's in her hand. She kind of slaps it on the ground. It sticks in the ground. She slides on her knees, pulling her bow out, firing twice.
Nice.
Okay, Legolas.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I rolled a 20 for her.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, the other one actually hit too because someone else. So
She's not going to be outdone.
she technically has a short bow. I thought it was a long bow, but it's a short bow. My fault. I was describing it wrong. Well, I'm gonna make it a long bow. I changed my mind. Yeah,
You're the DM. You can do that.
it's a long bow.
It's changing.
Just gets bigger as she
All right.
shoots.
Boom, boom, boom,
So she's
boom,
going to do 10, 11, let's see, 11, 10, yeah, 11. She has 11, and the other one does 7. So a total of 18 points of damage.
God damn, nice.
Oh, I apologize, but one of them was a critical. So she gets add 8 more to that. She critically, you see these 2 bolts go, one of them goes right through the, kind of like right through the collarbone.
Ow.
It's lodged underneath the bone a little bit.
Oh.
It'll make it hard for him to shoot.
Yeah.
He's like,
I think he's coming back from that one.
all right. Flander, it's your turn. What are you going to do?
The lion telepathically says, "Let's go. Hop on."
And Flander physically jumps on the lion Lear and will cast Healing Word on him.
All right, you cast Healing Word on the lion Lear. All right, Lear, what are you going to do?
What's my healing word?
2d4.
All right, that's fine.
2d4.
2d4 plus 4.
Roll them.
So it's,
Yeah.
max
I know.
healing. Max healing.
Nice,
of
top dog.
12. So you healed Lear for 12?
for
Leader of the
actually
Lion?
for 13.
Yeah, he's got a charisma of 20.
13.
I got a 20 charisma, so
Nice.
that's a +5.
Leader of the Lion is feeling more healed up. All right,
now.
Leader of the Lion, it's your turn.
Now with Flander in tow, I'm going to take a dash action and run 120 feet.
Oh God.
120.
So-
oh,
Make sure you
would.
map it out correctly.
Cat.
If we're going,
Can you jump up
let's
to
map
10
this
feet?
out together. If we're going,
Remember,
out,
you can only climb one surface in your turn unless you take a dash action. You can stand, climb,
Now-
or jump once.
can I keep going through these lanes? Like if I run,
You can wait. Yeah, you can wind around all you want, but you
So-
cannot. You can only jump or climb once.
We broadcast this so we make sure this works, right? Okay, so 20 feet to there.
Yep.
Center to center is how I'm running it. 20
No
feet.
problem.
Another 50, 70.
70. Yep.
Up to here's 100. And then
Oh, you're right there.
right up to him.
Right, so,
Yeah,
so you
you're
dash
right
up to
there.
there, taking Flander with you. You want to move your character up there and Flander with it. We're gonna move the map up.
Zoom, zoom.
Can I imagine that? Just it's fucking. Oh my god.
Giant
you ran like
flaming
all
lion
of us, too.
charges by.
All right,
Bounds
that's
over
fantastic.
you guys.
That is fantastic.
It's a big line.
I love it.
It's a
All
big
right.
old lion.
All right, that brings us to that was Lear. Hemo, what are you gonna do?
Okay. Hemo's going to sheath one of his swords quick. He's going to take a 30-foot move up the hill.
You feel that under your legs too.
He's going to. Well, I guess you can only sheath and draw one at a time, so I'll just drop the offhand sword. Run up here. I'm going to draw and throw a dagger at the knoll.
Oh.
Yeah. Damn, you're within range.
Oh! I'm gonna
Dang.
crit on that
Oh,
dagger.
you get him right in the freaking side of the face. Just
Stick around.
Stick around.
Stick around.
And that's
11.
11 points.
Nice job.
Let's see, what's the commanding strike? When you... No, that would be... When you take the attack action on your turn, you can forego one of your attacks. So that was my attack 1. I'm going to forego my second attack and do a commander's strike.
Nice.
And I'd like to command... Are Lear's beast forms, do they use natural weapons? Or
Yes,
is the
they do.
beast unarmed?
They are
okay.
considered magical because I'm a cool druid.
Okay, but they're weapons.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're magical because he's a druid, but they're weapons because of his he's
Okay. I'm going to set up the perfect shot for Lear to attack with a commander's strike. And you can add if you hit, you may add 2 to the damage.
Nice. So go ahead and make your attack, Lear. This is a normal attack.
3 to hit.
He hit.
That's a hit. How much damage are you gonna do? And then add 2 to it.
Oh.
17 with the 2.
17 points of damage with a 2. Oh my god. Creature's just like, oh, it's kind of like leaning back and it's like, he's just going like crawling on one leg, trying to get away.
Swiping down. Well, so that's the spotted lion's only attack in his stat block. And it reads that if the lion moved at least 20 feet straight forward to the target immediately before the hit. I guess it's not
Oh, you
immediately.
didn't.
Yeah.
It had to be a minute before. And I get what you're saying though. That's exciting. I know you get excited about that. There'll be plenty of time for you to move.
That'd be
Theo,
cool.
what are you gonna do?
All right. I'm going to move up to this guy. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And I have my Expeditious Retreat is still active, so I'll take my bonus action.
Bonus action.
Continue
Dash.
moving. Dash. Can I squeeze past him over here?
Absolutely. Oh, throw through here and here. Yeah, you can do that. The rock isn't covering at least half this. It's less than half.
Squeeze
Yeah,
by
It's
here.
snow, but it's cooking.
Yeah. And then I will take my attack action. I'm going to do some more punchies with my Thunder Gauntlets. I have the fire still as 1, so if I can hit him on this turn.
All right.
Ooh, 9's going to miss, I think. But my second attack will hit.
Nice.
22 for 5 points of damage plus another 1 point of fire. 2 points of fire total.
That'll be enough.
6 points. Do we do it?
There we go.
Boosh, right in the back of the head. Thundering.
As the last one falls up, Zindra walks over and picks up Hemo's sword She kind of grabs her sword as she comes walking up the hill next to Hemo. Takes your sword and she tosses it to you with a smile, and she says, I guess I haven't had that much fun in a while.
Well, thank you. I was just about to chide you about putting your dagger in the sand. I guess I can't talk. Nice shooting on your part, too.
Thank you. She looks back and smiles. She goes, you used a lot of resources there. We're just getting started.
There could be plenty more. Theo will start looking around.
Zuru walks up,
All right.
becomes visible.
As you see this kind of command.
You missed all the fun, Joru.
Standing presence, sort of just slightly fades away a little bit as your blade singing comes to an end. Is your blade singing like jazz, like cool jazz? Not jazz hands, like
It's mostly jazz hands.
It is jazz hands.
jazz
yeah.
hands.
What is he doing with his other?
We don't. Well, you can't see it because it's
blade singing?
invisible. He's like,
Well, that's why he goes invisible. He doesn't want us to know that he's doing jazz hands the whole time. Be very embarrassing for him.
He's like running. God. All right. Well,
It's just like this dead face.
all right. Zindra starts looking around at the different gnolls, and she's going to do a investigation on the gnolls. She says, "None of these are the leaders. We there has to be at least one pack leader here. We have to find. We'll run into him before this is over."
Let's keep moving. I still have 10 minutes on my spell.
And what exactly does that entail? What does that mean, pack lord?
Well, there'll be every gnoll pack has at least one pack lord or one, and we have to find the pack lord. Unless we kill the pack lord, they will keep coming back.
It's a boss fight.
So be it. Any particular worries with that pack lord?
No, not the pack lord. I would be more concerned with the shaman.
What now?
There's usually a shaman. That's the one I'd be worried about. I think you would be able to take the pack lord. She looks at you confidently. You have no confidence that she knows what she's talking about as far as whether you guys are strong enough to take her. Yeah, you think that she believes that she's not strong enough to take out the pack lord, but she believes you guys are.
Giant fucking lion, yeah.
Whether it's true or not, no.
Yeah, the lion will stop being on fire, and he's just kind of licking his paws, cleaning himself.
He wants to keep moving as soon as we can. So you're taking him a few rounds to search bodies. He's like, let's move.
Do you guys want to search the bodies?
Yep.
All right.
A quick search.
While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna take out my little teacup and take a drink to regain some health.
All right. You find one fire arrow.
Cool.
You find it's what it is. It's an arrow that has a bunch of minerals packed in the front and the top. It's beat down and wrapped in kind of a grass. It's tight. You think when it fires, it will explode into a 10-foot burst, doing 2d6 damage.
An ingenious little bit of craftsmanship from people without even so much as a workshop.
I do look at it pretty closely.
Yeah, it's basically you can fire from a short bow or long bow, and
They found some chips of magnesium and put them together and strike.
It works. Very effective.
so who's gonna take that arrow?
May I?
Not me.
Yeah.
I make my own fire.
So just put null bursting arrow, and I don't know what it is if you have a question for later. But it just effectively does that. If you hit or not, it also does the area effect damage.
Cool.
All right.
Who's got a barrel of oil or fire wine?
Tips. All right. You search around these areas. Other than that, they each carry with them a spear and a longbow. Anybody can take one of them. They have been roughly made but crafted so that you think that they're perfectly usable if anybody wants them. They also have a remnants of leather armor or leather shards that you could get a suit of leather armor out of any of them if you want to have it. Beyond that, they carry a small pack of foodstuffs. You think various forms of that looks like mostly just meat, just stuffed in there, just crammed in there. It's kind of smells.
Ugh.
I'm sure,
Is
I'm sure
it
it's not
cooked?
They don't
Yo,
even
it's been cooked. It's been cooked.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we don't know what animal it is. do we?
Yeah, you just see a bunch of
be anything.
a bunch of animals in there. Yeah, yeah, and then you see that there is
Could be humanoid.
it could be, yeah, you never know.
roasted dwarf.
Yeah, and then on top of all that,
Maybe
it looks
I won't
like
try it.
they have remnants of crystals on them.
Oh.
They each carry small crystals. These crystals might be partially used in the crafting of these arrows. So they have 6 tiny crystals on them.
Well, that's interesting. We're already in the crystal caves. Does anybody else want those? Otherwise, I'll take them.
You can have
take 'em
them.
all.
You're the artificer.
For their
I'm not even
5.
sure how I would go about making an arrow like this.
You have
I
to
have
get
no
these
use
in
for them.
research. Yeah.
6 tiny knoll crystals.
Yep.
I'm sure they'll have
each?
very
Would you like
intricate
6 total?
blueprints.
Would you like this arrow as an example? Otherwise, I'm going to give it back to them rather quickly.
Please do that.
Very well.
Forgot this. I think you dropped it.
So, how much time would you say we spent?
We'll say it's been 5 or 6 minutes.
Ah, dang it! I was trying to move quickly. You guys take too long.
Well, they were searching the bodies and you have to investigating and things like that. It takes a little bit.
Let's move. Let's go.
All right. All right. 6
go.
minutes have passed. Lion Lear is still in his form. The Zindra takes the lead once more. She is slightly injured, but she thinks that she's fine. For game purposes, you think she's dropped 4 or 5 hit points.
still probably has more than me.
Must be nice.
Oh no, she doesn't have more than you. She's not very high level.
Oh,
Yeah. She just happens
at least 5th level.
She just happens to know. Well, you remember that in game terms, characters that are not PCs follow NPC rules,
Oh, sure.
and they aren't the same. All right, we lost Graham for a minute, but we have him back. Welcome back, Graham. Now, all of our stuff.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
Yeah. It looks like his video's frozen though.
That's normal. He's very still.
Yeah, they're slow. I didn't realize Canadians were like sloths.
Well, it's so cold there, you know. You can't move very fast.
Conserve energy.
It's minus 15 or minus 30 there right now.
We are just experts at Tableau.
Okay. All right. Let's get back into the game. All right. So you guys are going to head up the hill, taking Zindra to lead you.
Make a deal with God.
Yeah.
Yep.
You travel through over a ridge and down another, kind of going up and coming back down, following the path of least resistance. Zindra looking around. She takes a few stops and kind of does some inspecting.
What direction is the wind going? Are we heading upwind from where we were or downwind?
The wind is blowing into your face.
Okay, so we're heading
Okay.
upwind, and our scent wouldn't be ahead of us.
Right.
Good thinking, Hemo.
Right. As you get through,
Things do track us well.
you travel for another 14 minutes. As you come around, you see Zindra looks up, and there's kind of 2 rises that are happening, and she sees a veil in the middle, and she looks up, and you see her doing some spying. She says, I don't think that we are alone here, but I don't see them nearby. They might be tracking us. They may be coming from behind us. Quickly through the veil, we might want to set up a watch on the veil to see if they come up behind us. What she says, and she's going to send you through the central passage. Okay.
So Zindra's like, go through this veil.
Yeah, so goes in.
Quickly.
She moves through the veil. As you trot through the veil, on the veil kind of forks into 2 spots, almost like there's like a rise in the middle. As you get about 15 to 20 feet from it, she stops, and she stops and she looks around. Everybody make a perception roll. Tell me if you do not get a 15.
19.
Flander, you.
I did not get a. I got a 7.
Flander, okay. That was Eckankar, right?
Yeah, Eck got a 7.
All right, what'd you get, Flander?
I got a 10.
Buddy.
Oh God.
But your perception,
Guys.
well, your passive perception is higher, so you get 17.
Oh yeah, I got a 15 then.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. All right. Anybody else who didn't get a 15?
I didn't get a 15.
You didn't, Jaru. All right. All right. Everybody else made it, right?
I got an 11.
My
Well,
passive perception is 17, if that means anything.
Yeah.
Where's
Alright, so
Finis
look-
when we need him?
So it looks to me like
Far away.
looks like Theo and Jaru will be surprised this round.
Alrighty.
All right, let me bring the map up. Okay, so as you emerge through here, you can see Zindra is rushing through the veil. She suddenly stops and looks and she says, "Nope, we're not alone."
Damn it. Good job, Zindra.
Yeah. As you look to the north and to the south, you can see Noel running up to the edges of the veil. Weapons out. Let's roll initiative, and then we'll wrap it up for tonight. And we'll leave it at that. We'll start with the main combat next week.
Cool.
Come on, Eck. Oh, 13 again.
Well,
0?
Who has a 0? Everybody rolled?
No zeros.
Oh.
It went away.
I'm supposed to have some pretty good pluses to my initiative, but it ain't showing.
Yeah.
Flander, what's happening, man?
Sometimes you suck. Sometimes you suck. All right. So with that, we're gonna end up
I was
here.
busy high-fiving the lion.
Yeah.
Zindra looking around. Theo feeling worse for wear.
Oh yeah, don't forget to update your
Ben.
HP, everybody.
Yeah.
Then
And with that, we're gonna wrap it up for tonight. A lot of role playing tonight. A lot of role playing the last 2 nights where we have a lot of action coming up. So
A lot of crispy knolls too.
it's gonna get crazy. It's gonna get crazy. This is only the first of a lot of things coming up. So stick around with us. Hopefully the characters will have some direction now that they've figured out. And they've talked about had a little group hug action.
And hopefully we stay alive.
All right. So we'll see everybody next week see everybody in 2 weeks. We will see everybody in 2 weeks because we'll be off next week, and that's where this battle will start. All right. So have a good night, everybody.
Can't wait.
bye for now.